You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Off to a great start. Let me turn on my microphone real quick. There we go. Headset is working. Welcome to the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network Thanksgiving Spectacular. Now, like most holidays, people are gone. Brent Martineau on the road, I think, as we speak. Casey Kurtz won't be in either today, so it's going to be me and Jason Hamby holding down the fort.
That's right.
Holding down the kitchen for the next 3 hours.
Kitchen. Oh, that's a lot of responsibility.
Hey, who you telling, man? Who you telling? Want to start out with this. Obviously, with me starting on the show off, it's never really sports related per se.
Right.
Hamby, one of my biggest pet peeves, I'm sure we talked about it before on the show, is when somebody honks their horn at me. Now, if I have it coming, right, like if I'm at a stoplight and for whatever reason I'll be on my cell phone, even though I don't do that usually, but like if I'm not paying attention and someone honks behind me to go, more power to you. Mm-hmm. It's a rarity, but it's happened. All right, that doesn't bother me. But like just somebody that's behind me that's trying to get around or something and is honking their, like that drives me up a wall. And I saw it happen coming to the show literally like 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
And it wasn't to me. It was to like an elderly lady who was in like, you know, the fast lane, the left lane. Mm-hmm. I'm in the middle, and this guy in this truck is just like laying on his horn, obviously wanting her to get over. And I'm not gonna I was a little annoyed by it too, because I'm like, okay, this lady is just like, or this person at the time, I didn't know who was driving, is just literally taking up the fast lane. Right, so I was also annoyed until I drove past her and saw the age. I'm like, okay, I get it, ma'am. You know, you probably only have a few amount of years left on this great earth. So, well, no, I mean, I'm just being honest.
So
dude,
she was on like 3% battery life.
Dude, she was was on the back nine.
Okay.
She was getting ready to enter the clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? Not hating. I mean, it's just, dude, this is science. This is how biology works, right?
Yeah.
Like, she looked like that. Okay. So I immediately go, oh, okay, I get it. Hey, if I'm lucky enough to be to that age, Hamby, I'm going to drive however the hell I want to.
I mean, yeah.
No one's going to tell me a damn thing. I'll be swerving. I won't be using my blinker. Like, when you get to a certain age, the rules don't apply to you anymore. Guess what? Hey, Georgia, if you want to go 50 miles per hour the speed limit, Austin will do that when I'm 80 or 90 years old. And guess what? Cop's going to pull me over. You know what I'm going to say? Hey, I'm an old man.
Right.
And I think in any state I'll get let go. Maybe Georgia, it's different.
Well, yeah, you ain't not in Georgia.
Obviously not in Georgia, as they're having another issue with
yes.
traffic stuff. We can talk about that later.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But anyway, so getting back to the story real quick. So, yeah, this guy's laying on his horn. And I don't know if this guy had someplace to be. He had, like, other people in the car with him, so he wasn't going to work.
Okay.
Right? So he wasn't, like, in a rush because he's late for his job or something.
He was on the way to the grocery store.
Maybe on the way to the grocery store. Maybe on the way to a pre-Thanksgiving Friendsgiving. Who knows, man? All right? It's early in the morning, but who knows? But then it got me on the topic a little bit, Hamby. You're a big family man. I grew up a pretty big family man. You know, I mean, not a big family, but, you know, we always did traditional things around the holidays. More stressful time to be around your family. Thanksgiving or Christmas?
I feel like I had it so easy growing up. I mean,
good for you.
And I know that
I'm gonna leave it at that.
I know that's probably the minority. I mean, there was
a little bit.
Of course. There was always things. There's always is.
Yeah.
With that amount of people. Stressful time. I mean,
more stressful around the holidays with your family. Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Oof. I'm gonna say Christmas.
Okay.
Because
there's gifts and everything, so you throw that in the mix.
Because first of all, credit to where credit is due. Thanksgiving was, I mean, it was no stress around Thanksgiving because Granny always had the spread on absolute lock.
Granny came ready to roll.
It was the Michael Jordan game every year.
Was this your mom's side Granny or your dad's side Granny? Dad's side Granny.
Yeah,
okay.
just unbelievable.
Sure. Okay.
So
she did everything.
Just about.
Were you, like, Was
80
she one of those
80
old school types that didn't want help, or did you guys like each have like an assignment you had to do?
There was she would allow for a couple of sides to be brought.
Okay,
but
main entrees,
but she did
great.
sides as well, and she started on Monday.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll say Christmas was a little bit more stressful on another side of the family, strictly because there was just different financial situations going on.
Okay.
So I felt like that kind of created.
Okay, so this is more gifts and stuff like that, which is it can be stressful, man, especially if there's like kids and what do you get? Do you get each other gifts if you're in a relationship? Like, yeah, that can lead to the stress,
right? Some expectations, or kind of stuff like that.
See, I get it. Great talking points. I think there's an argument for both. I'd love to hear other people's opinions about this. To me, the more stressful holiday is Thanksgiving because it's almost like the Jaguars schedule, Hamby.
Oh.
The first part of the Jaguars schedule, it looked intimidating. You know why? Because you don't really know what you got, right? And that's how like I feel like a lot of families work on Thanksgiving. Because keep in mind, it's Thanksgiving, right? Like it's not like Christmas where you're going house to house and maybe it's Christmas Eve, maybe it's Christmas Day. You kind of get it in the whole week in terms of going to different houses. I feel like Thanksgiving, it's all one night or it's all one day, but like there's not room to be like
shot.
You got one shot. And you don't know how people are feeling this year. You don't know if that cousin's going to show up and just pound a whole case of beer by himself, and then you got to deal with that. You don't know if someone's feeling a certain type of way about politics, so maybe you got to deal about that. You don't know if there's maybe a relationship in a marriage or a boyfriend girlfriend that aren't really getting along, so maybe you got to deal with it. Like there's a lot of things that come to the table on Thanksgiving that you can't really prep yourself for.
I see.
Christmas time, it's like, oh, okay, well, I kind of know what to expect now, right? Like, I've already been initiated. I've already been ingrained, and let's be honest. From Thanksgiving to Christmas, people don't really change that much. So I always thought Thanksgiving was more.
Great point.
So I always thought Thanksgiving was more of the stressful holiday, just because
you haven't seen these people in 11 months.
Hey. Oh, okay. We're slamming beer. Yeah, it's just it was. and dude, I'm not saying like I grew up in a household or anything that wasn't like was chaotic. I mean, dude, every family's got their things, right?
Of course.
And like for me, Thanksgiving up north in the Midwest, it's around hunting season as well. So not only do you have to deal with like the family part, but then you got to deal with like because how we worked is like a bunch of my cousins and family and everything would go deer hunting. And then, like, they would have, like, deer camp there, like, at where we had Thanksgiving. It was at a cabin. So, like, then you had to deal with, like, all that stuff from terms of, guys having fun during deer camp. So it was a lot as a youngster. But to me, I mean, I think it's Thanksgiving. Now, the one benefit of Thanksgiving, though, Hamby, is that you have those football games that kind of ease the tension a little bit.
Right.
Because
I feel like I don't think this was the case in my situation necessarily, but in general, there are just more traditions and maybe activities that come with Christmas. So there's more pressure to get them right.
That's true. That's true.
And not necessarily even just get them right, but the feeling around them. You're kind of chasing nostalgia a little bit more potentially.
That's fair.
With all the different activities and is this
because
Thanksgiving you eat your meal and I mean at least in our case it's like then you go chill and you catch up with people and you watch ball.
No,
and,
it's
have a day.
It's not a grand point because like Thanksgiving you kind of know what you're getting though, right? I mean not in terms of your family, right? Because you haven't seen them in a while.
That's
maybe.
True.
But I'm saying in terms of the experience. You know what it is, right? Like someone's making the turkey, people are bringing sides, you get lined up, youngest usually goes first, women then guys, whatever. And then you feast, you enjoy, and then whatever happens after that happens after that. Christmas, it's almost like, well, if you got young ones, you got to make it a special experience for that. Like kids on Thanksgiving, nothing.
Yeah.
Go sit at the kids' table. You ain't even welcome with the adults. You know what I'm saying? Like Christmas, it's like, okay, we're getting gifts. Maybe Santa Claus stops by. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Thanksgiving for the kids. It ain't about you.
No,
it ain't about you. Now, I had great times at Thanksgiving. I mean, one of my favorite memories is like that was my introduction to beer. Now, maybe in retrospect, maybe a bad habit that I picked up, when I got to Jacksonville and everything. But my grandfather, and I've told many stories about him, only person I've ever feared in my entire life. Every single year for Thanksgiving, when the dinner was over, we would be like, at this hunting shack essentially. He'd be sitting in his recliner. I'd go sit by him because, everyone else is like not partying, but like talking. Maybe it's politics, maybe it's whatever. I have no reason to be in the conversation. So I would go away from all the noise where my grandpa was, and we'd sit there like, watch the football games. And every single year, he had a little styrofoam cup with either it was a Miller High Life or a Miller Genuine Draft. And every single year, he would pour me a little more and more. To the time when I think I was in 4th or 5th grade, it was a full cup. And this is the only time that he would ever pour me. Like,
once a year.
Once a year. Because, we'd be at, his place and nothing. But once a year on Thanksgiving, I get that beer poured in the cup. Now, the mental gymnastics that Austen had to go through, because let's be honest, at that age, when I'm in 4th or whatever, 3rd grade, beer doesn't taste good, right? But I'm also trying to impress the one person I'm trying to impress in my entire life, my grandfather. So, dude, I gotta fill it up. And I'm literally trying to stomach not puking my turkey and gravy and stuffing that I just acclimated. Man. And every single year, it was more and more in that styrofoam cup.
But you looked forward to it.
I look forward to it because that to me was like because
that's your thing.
Because my grandfather was never one to have affirmations of, hey, I love you. Never heard it one time from him. Like, his whole thing was, here, let's have a beer together and watch the football game.
Yeah.
And, I had to abide by it. Because the last thing I was going to do would be like, no thanks, Grandpa. No beer for me this,
Yeah, that's not an option.
Not an option.
Right.
So you got to put on your big boy pants and try to give it all you got, man. But, yeah, that definitely sticks out to me as one of the traditions. The other one was we used to play Pictionary. You know what Pictionary is, right?
I played it, yeah.
You want to talk about
Heated.
people being disowned. You want to talk about people accused of cheating, people leaving Thanksgiving early. Dude, Thanksgiving at the cabin, it was on some different, you want to talk about, because once again, I'm a kid, and I'm watching full-blown adults.
How many people were
storm out
in your normal Thanksgiving?
Yeah, so it would be like me, my mom, my stepdad, my grandparents, my great aunts, great uncle, some cousins. So, I mean, literally.
We're talking 20 people?
Dude, we're probably talking like 15 to 18 people in a small hunting shack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, some people are eating, on a recliner because, we don't have enough for, the main table.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was It was a cool experience, though, just because, when you condense everybody in that small of a setting,
nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Something's got to give, man.
Yeah,
something's got to give.
That's awesome.
But real quick before we go into some sports, here, any Thanksgiving traditions for you besides grandma cooking and everything?
Well, no, we really didn't have a whole lot on Thanksgiving. I mean, it was always my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
We tossed the rock outside always during halftime.
Let's go.
We'd always just have the parade on in the morning.
Sure.
And I just sit out there and just let just felt like a dog. Just let my nose go to work because it's, the kitchen was right next to the living room.
Yeah.
Put on the little parade and just fully take in what Granny was whipping up a couple feet away.
Yeah.
And then as soon as noon hit, it was football and, So my thing is, let me get your thoughts on this.
Come on.
I'm a big fan of waiting for the dessert, pushing back dessert for maybe an hour or two.
After you eat dinner.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
yep.
I don't want to go straight there.
No.
Especially not on a day like Thanksgiving.
Got to loosen up that shirt a little bit. Yeah. If you're older, you got to go,
right.
And then you got to let it digest, let the juices do their thing. Then about an hour into it, then it's time for the pie and the sweets and all that stuff.
Like the start of the third quarter.
Sure.
Then I'm going back in for some pecan pie.
Come on.
And throw a little whipped cream on there.
Come on. Now, do you do pumpkin pie or do you do pecan?
I will do both.
Okay.
But pecan is my all-time favorite.
Yeah, see, and now, obviously with my family, it's gotten a lot smaller over the years. So and you're gonna realize this one day, like when you start having kids, man, you get to kind of make your own traditions,
Yeah.
and everything, and like, I'm not winning Dad of the Year by any means, but like Pete's block party, like my son, but he loves it because like my son is a lot. He's my mini me,
Right.
but like he loves people watching just like I love people watching. Right, so like it's not like I'm going to the block party to get faded or anything before Thanksgiving. No, but I'm just going to people watch and
It's a thing.
and just kind of share the thing. Yeah, and my son loves doing that, so we'll do that.
What time does that start?
I think 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, early in the morning.
After the turkey trot?
People, yeah, exactly. Right after
I'm
the
sure
turkey trot.
Action News Jacks will be
I'll say hi
covering
then.
the turkey trot as
Yeah.
they do every year. Tomorrow morning we'll be out there. Pete's giving all that stuff.
Nice, yeah. Then I'll say what's up to him if I see a camera, and then after that, it's to the beach to throw the pigskin around a little bit. We'll head back. We'll do like a little lunch because he's got to go with his mom then for dinner, which is really, it's cool. And then I'll go with some friends that I train with, kind of like a Friendsgiving. But
Very good.
yeah, man, it's really cool when you get like little ones and you can start implementing your own traditions.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're at the age because he's 10. He's at the age like no matter what it is, it's cool.
Okay, so
Right.
what are the odds that you can send a picture of your lunch spread tomorrow?
Yeah,
wanna see it.
I'll send it, but like I'm gonna be honest, like it
I don't care.
ain't what you. Okay, so you're gonna see all the traditional sides,
Yeah, is it just you, little man?
and then and then like some friends too if we want to come over.
Okay,
It's kind of just like throughout the neighborhood. We just kind of go to each other's
Okay,
houses.
so you're
whatever.
not necessarily fully responsible for the whole meal.
No, but I do make the whole meal.
Okay, you do make okay.
Yeah. No, I warm up some things.
Of course.
I'm not making it from scratch for a lot of things. But
Hey, Stouffer's mac and cheese,
Let's
I'll
go.
stand by it
let's
all
go.
day.
But I do a rib roast instead of a turkey because number one,
I'm in, I
with-
like that.
with all due respect to turkey, little overrated. Gonna be honest.
Except for at Bono's. If there ain't a pit, it ain't legit. I
Now we're
had
talking.
Bono's Saturday for lunch.
Yep.
I had a full spread of turkey and brisket.
Okay. I wonder
Um,
if they, if they cater.
They do. They
I'm,
do.
I'm not sure I can get them that order in. If they want to cater to the Thanksgiving, that's fine.
Not sure if they're open.
True.
I
Good
can look
point.
that up
Good
right
point.
now.
But anyway,
But anyway.
I do a standing rib roast because if you know anything about how grocery stores work, no one's buying a rib roast right now.
That's true.
So rib roasts are 50% off.
I like that.
And I'm not. I like prime rib. I like rib roast and everything. I don't do it a lot, but this is the special occasion where I do it, just because once again, 50% off. So I'll be partaking.
Bono's catering for Thanksgiving is a thing, but it was closed on Sunday, November 3rd or 23rd. So last Sunday, with it,
What was the last time to get it?
they were
Yep.
giving whole turkeys and hams to a whole full spread of dessert.
Okay.
They're there to help.
I'm gonna see what
Next
Costco's
year.
got in order. 'Cause I think they're still open. I think they do like a Thanksgiving sides. Because if not, I'll just go to Publix and get the sides. It's
Oh, yeah.
whatever. But like I'll do like the main entree, the meat. I do myself. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, man. But yeah, I'll be sure to send you a picture.
Beautiful.
All right, man. Well, how about we take a quick break? When we come back, let's talk about this Titans Jaguars game.
We got a lot to talk about.
I am supremely confident. Maybe that's a bad thing.
Oh.
I think you're a little. You're pretty confident as well, or not?
I'm pretty confident.
Okay. Well, let's break down the game a little bit. What can we expect? Where can it go wrong? Where should it go right? And we got the schedule, best rivalries in college football. And Hamby, I'm talking best rivalries in all of sports.
Oh,
Let's get to that a little bit.
open it up.
6-7 is taking over. Ben Becker, I don't know why you haven't got on this case yet. I've literally lost all respect for the College Football Playoff Committee, and I want the BCS back. I want four teams back because it's becoming a mockery.
Let's go.
It's becoming a mockery. Not going to do the Thanksgiving meal draft because Casey's unfortunately out, but I do have a game involving Trevor Lawrence, Hamby, that we're going to play. We're going to get to the bottom of some things.
If you're in the chat in replace of that 11:30, if you're in the chat, best Thanksgiving side, let us know right now.
There you go. I like that. But yeah, we're going to play a Trevor Lawrence game. It's going to cause some rifts, as I'm sure it's going to. But hey, we're getting ready to put the Trevor Lawrence narrative to bed once and for all.
Wow.
And then we got our bets and predictions going on this week as well. It might just be me and you, Hamby, with the bets and
Mano y
predictions.
mano.
So, yeah, let's put the teams on our back and see what we got, man. But we got a chock full show here on the Brent and Austen Show. Stay tuned.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now, the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar, grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around, and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
Sun's out, suits out. That's right, it's summertime in Florida, which means it's time to say goodbye to bulking season and hello to shredding season. But if you're like me, you're having a hard time sculpting and shaping those final pounds. That is until I came and saw my friends over at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Right now, everyone is hopping on the Evolve X train, and the only destination is finding your perfect summer body. The technology uses electrical muscle stimulation and radio frequency energy to cause your muscles to contract, all while heating up those deep layers of your skin and tissue to produce collagen and reduce fat. It's like doing 1,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes. No pain, no needles, just results, right? That's right. So leave those winter layers back at the station and come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Jason and Austen today. And a little news out of the Jags camp. Eric Murray, in the last 20 minutes, the team announcing that they're opening his return to practice window, so that 21-day window. Does that mean he's going Sunday? Very, very unlikely.
Yeah.
But they're just opening his window to start getting a little healthier. And with that, they also signed Travion Thomas, another safety, to their practice squad. But obviously the big news is it looks like the Jaguars are getting a little healthier little by little. Obviously, they get Strange back last week. Maybe BTJ is able to go this Sunday. It seemingly looks like that is the case. No official word yet. But Murray's window is now open. Jordan Lewis, obviously, he got hurt in that first drive against the Raiders 3 weeks ago. He's getting healthier.
Newsome, we're not really sure yet on what his deal is going to be because he got taken out in the first quarter.
Which I think was a little bit more of play-related.
Yeah,
Who knows?
Yeah.
Because I would fully expect the corners to be Braswell, Jarian, and, go from there. But, hey, this would be the right time, right? Because in order to the Jaguars have proven over the last 3 weeks that they can win without these guys.
Yeah.
They've done it. They did it against the Chargers without these guys. Specifically these four guys, Lewis, Murray, Strange, and BTJ. They did against the Chargers without all four. They did against the Cardinals just last week with three of those guys out. But especially against these caliber opponents this next month. Inferior opponents, inferior teams, teams that, honestly, if you were playing these teams week 16 and 17, would probably be tanking for a pick.
Yeah.
But you're getting them just a little bit too early for that. Talking about the Titans and the Jets. But games you obviously can't afford to lose. It would be nice to have all your guys back for these. What do you make of the Jags getting healthier?
Yeah.
And is this the right time for it now that you're kind of gone through a lot of your battles?
So it's funny, right? Because I put things in the rundown and then you start talking and then you say something that kind of like triggers me and then we go right off the rundown and then I get something different. But like I think it's an interesting question because you mentioned them getting healthy, right? And then we'll see with Newsome what the case is there. If he got benched and maybe his playing time is going to be reduced a little bit. Newsome, a guy that the Jaguars traded Tyson Campbell for, got Tyson Campbell off the books, but it kind of got me on this topic a little bit, Hamby. And I get this is a collective, it's a conglomerate, it's a team effort. Who are you more impressed by, though, with this organization so far? Liam Cohen, what he's been able to do, or James Gladstone? Because I'm going to say this. It's easy to say, okay, well, Newsome, Dwamie Brown. He also did pull the trigger on Jacoby Myers, which has been a huge help, I feel like, for this Jaguars offense. So it's not like – but, yeah, who are you taking? Like, who's been more impressive for you, Gladstone or Liam Cohen?
Yeah, I think, honestly, both guys have done a phenomenal job.
Sure.
I'll say that first. Even the identification of guys that didn't even require moves is impressive to me. I think Gladstone was huge in identifying Brent Strange as a guy was going to be really good. I think that's
letting Evan Ingram go,
and of course,
get him off the books,
and having the confidence in Strange to let Evan Ingram go. Even the questionable moves, other than Newsome, right? I think Newsome was a head scratcher so far. He hasn't really done much.
Correct.
But if you were to ask Gladstone and he would tell you this was 100% a salary dump move, then it's still almost a win. Not quite. It's not an A by any means.
Yeah.
But if that's how if he saw it as, hey, this is salary dump plus, we think we're getting just as good of a player. Well, then then that's a D.
Yeah.
Right. So it all depends on what they were counting on Newsome for. Hey, we're going to get Newsome for, 10 games or 11 games or whatever it is. And then at the end of the year, we have no intention of re-signing him. or shifting our focus elsewhere, then again, that's probably a B+.
Sure.
Again, if it's we're getting him because we think he's as good as player as Tyson, we want to re-sign him just for less and not on the books for 2026 because we want to make a bigger move.
Yeah.
Then it's a D.
Sure.
That being said, all that to say, tangent there.
No, you're good.
But that
I
think is his most questionable move. Obviously, you could say Travis Hunter if you want to be that guy.
Well,
because of the injury.
You could say the draft, though, in general. And once again, like James Gladstone's not responsible for injuries.
I
right?
get it.
So it's not fair to even hold him to that kind of candle. But at the same time, how many of these draft picks right now are we talking about being used in a high capacity?
Right. How many are contributing? Not many.
Correct.
I just say that because there are fans that think like that right now. The Bink Sanders one, if you want to knock Gladstone for that, I guess you can. Although that's your 53rd guy on the roster and always was supposed to be. So who really cares? All that being said, huge fan of everything that Roy Gladstone has done. I think the answer is Cohen.
Yeah.
The answer is Cohen because you're 7-4. You're 7-4 with and your roster doesn't necessarily at all times reflect a 7-4 football team. You found ways to win games that you probably shouldn't. Or at least this Jaguars team in franchise history has never won games like that.
Yeah.
So then that makes me think it's not necessarily roster. It's coaching and it's vibe and it's energy and it's culture. Right? We've had some culture wins. And I think Gladstone is partially responsible for the culture because it's the guys that he's bringing in. But obviously the number one person with their thumb on it of the culture is Liam Cohen. So I believe he's got to get the majority of the credit so far.
Yeah. So, see, to me, it would be a different conversation if a lot of these draft picks were still healthy, available, or playing in more of a capacity. Right now, once again, like that's you can't predict injuries, right? So it's hard to say, oh well, this draft class was a bust. Well, like, yeah, well, they're not contributing right now because of injuries, but like let's see what Ransaw can do next year.
Sure.
Let's see what Travis Hunter can do. So I do agree with you, Hamby, simply because it's almost like, you know, we don't have the proper sample size to judge just how great Liam Cohen is in terms of his draft picks. Like I think Jaguars fans were definitely intrigued by Travis Hunter, and we starting to see the emergence of what he was capable of, and then it was taken away. That sucks. Obviously, with Caleb Ransaw, a guy who runs like, a 4.3 at a safety position, has the size and the length. That's intriguing. That was taken away, right? Wyatt Milam is slowly, integrating himself a little bit. You hear great things, but we haven't seen it in a full capacity. And Tootin, who I think was definitely like a training camp, dog or darling, depending who you're asking on this show. We've seen him, like Chargers was kind of the coming out party a little bit, regressed a little bit, I think, last week against Arizona. We're still not quite sure what he's going to bring next year. If he's going to be the reliable guy to be kind of like that bell cow and then get reps with LaQuinn Allen as well. So long story short, we just don't know right now with James Gladstone's picks. Like, they're intriguing, but until we see them show up in the box score, until we see them, for a full season, it's hard to say. So I agree with you. I think it's Liam Cohen. I think Liam Cohen, when you look at this roster, there's a lot of familiar faces from last year, and his ability to upgrade the talent and the play calling and the scheme and everything. And then obviously Coach Campanelli deserves a shout out as well because he's elevated that defense even though the floor was so low. So yeah, I think this is more on coaching right now, Hamby, than it is on the general manager. Even though it was a brilliant move to get Jacoby Myers, and we'll see if they re-sign him and bring him back. But I think Jacoby Myers is really that piece that they had to get, because if you don't have him here, I have no idea what this offense looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's turn the page a little bit to the Titans.
Yeah.
Does anything scare you? Or let me ask you this.
So no, it's a good question. Here, I'll answer it. I think Cam Ward's a decent quarterback. Like I went back and watched the Seahawks game, and shout out to the $120 I'm paying per month for YouTube TV, where it clips up all the highlights of like every game in the NFL, so you can go back and watch them.
Oh,
thanks YouTube TV.
like every play?
Every key play.
Okay.
Yeah. Every key play, it'll clip it up, and then you can go back and watch it. I think Cam Ward's a decent quarterback. I think he's getting lost in the conversation a lot of the time because of who he's playing with. Like, he has an offensive line that doesn't block the best. He has 2 offensive tackles that get beat pretty handedly. He has a wide receiving core, which I'll be honest, I don't really know a lot about any of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
DK is kind of coming on now. Okay, great. Calvin Ridley out for the year, I think. Or he's on IR.
He's not available this week.
I don't know if he's out for the season or not, but he's not available. He hasn't really been playing a lot. They have a decent tight end in
Chig.
Yep, Chig. But offense does not scare you whatsoever. And on defense, I think their strength is definitely with their defensive line, anchored by Jeffrey Simmons. So if you're asking me how could the Titans beat the Jaguars, it's got to be self-inflicted. It's got to be the Titans shutting down the Jaguars' run game, relying on Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor Lawrence making mistake after mistake after mistake, which I don't see happening, especially back-to-back weeks. That's how I feel like the Jaguars can lose. And I get we got Mr. Pico saying trap game. Yeah, I mean, if this Jaguars team has showed you something of an identity, sometimes they do play down to the level of their competition. They don't?
I think that's kind of the conversation that
Bengals with Jake Browning.
I understand.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Cardinals, I think, but
I don't think Cardinals. I think this is a conversation that we had a little bit, I believe it was 2 days ago. I don't think beating anybody on the road in the NFL is playing down to them. Did I have higher expectations against the Raiders? Yes.
you should have. Yeah.
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 But you won. And so
Sure.
I don't think this play. As somebody who watched Georgia, and I don't mean to compare everything to Georgia,
Sure.
but who grew up with Mark Richt as my head coach for Georgia and watched him for 15 years, always play down to every opponent.
Mhm.
I don't think that same. There's no, in my mind, it's not even close to the same thing in the NFL, and not with the Jags this year.
But see, here's the thing, Hamby, and I get it's the NFL. Parity happens. There's going to be upsets every single week. Okay. Have you watched the Raiders lately? The Browns beat them 24-10 in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
the Cowboys beat them 33-16, and it should have been a lot worse.
I understand.
Like the Raiders are not a good team.
I understand. Yes.
By any stretch of the imagination, they're simply not. They have a couple names here or there, but they're not a good team. So,
but Austen, I would say the offense that week, without BTJ, I mean, he played like some. Without Travis Hunter, without Strange, I'd say on paper.
Sure, and
Hamby,
not
a very good offense.
But let's call a spade a spade. They were one play away, and one lucky break. We can kind of say it for Devon Hamilton's big ass hand. Thank God for that.
Yep.
Because if he doesn't knock that ball down, we're probably talking about a Jaguars loss.
Absolutely.
And then we're saying the Jaguars lost to the Raiders, and what does that sound like?
And then you lose again to the Texans.
Yeah. So, like, I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, I feel like if you're trying to be, and I know Brent disagrees with me too, and I get you and Brent, Rod and Todd Flanders, share a brain, that's fine. It's all good. I'll take you both on. I think that if you're going to be a playoff contender and you're trying to make some noise in the playoffs, then in those games, Hamby, even if it's on the road, even if it's in a quote-unquote, hostile environment, you got to find a way to put away bad teams. And I just don't think the Jaguars have done that this year. I think they've been fantastic. Well, I don't want to say fantastic because that's a strong word against the Rams and Seahawks who kind of had their way with you.
All right, let me ask you a question.
But they've been great against the Chiefs. They've been great against teams that, we have a high respect for. What do you got?
I want you to compare this playing down, playing close games with the Patriots. I just looked this up. They beat the Saints on the road. They were at New Orleans and beat the Saints by 6 points.
Okay.
They were at home against the Falcons and won by 1 point, and were a missed extra point away from going to OT.
But you're assuming that I think the Patriots are going to make a playoff run. Okay, keep going.
So that's my question.
Because I'm not sold on the Patriots.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you.
So you're saying that, because I think the statement was, in order for you to be trusted as a team that's going to go make a playoff run,
yes,
you've got to take care of teams and put them away.
Yeah.
So
I think the Colts, and I don't like saying it, are capable of a playoff run.
Okay.
I do. I get Kansas City just beat them and everything, and I get they got the murderer's row coming up in terms of a schedule, but I think the Colts are a pretty solid team, and I think, and I don't have the numbers in front of me, I think the Cardinals took them to the limit, but I feel like the Colts in those games that they're supposed to win, they kind of just dominated. Now, once again, it's not going to be perfect, and it's not an exact science, but I feel like 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, if you have a dominant team playing against an opponent that is just inferior, you're going to dominate them.
Okay.
But that's what I worry about, Hamby. Like, I do worry about the Jaguars going to Tennessee and playing down to the level of the Titans.
Okay.
But if you're asking me like what I think is going to happen in this game, like once again, if I'm Liam Cohen and my philosophy, my game prep, and my game plan and everything, because we've seen him go both ways here, I'm taking the ball. I'm taking the ball, and I'm getting out ahead early, because I don't think the Tennessee Titans, even though you go back and watch that Seahawks game, they came back at the end, but I think that was just more just kind of garbage time, Hamby. But I don't think the Titans are a team that's made to play under pressure and play from behind.
Yeah.
And I think Liam Cohen, with his game script and everything, I think he can script 7 points off the get-go. And I think if you get up 7, you have a good shot of winning the game. And Mr. Pico, I hear you. Run. Like, and that might be my only worry is, like, will the Jaguars' run game get shut down? Right? Because we're seeing this around the league now, everybody. Like, teams are trying to make Trevor Lawrence beat them.
Yes,
now, the Cardinals in the first half, if you go back and watch how they were kind of set up, it was interesting because the Cardinals didn't really share that whole philosophy. The Cardinals' defense is more predicated off of different looks and coverages instead of meat and potatoes. Second half, meat and potatoes, let's crowd the box and let's not let Travis Etienne beat us anymore. And that's what that was.
Yeah.
The Titans are going to, I think, stack the box. They're going to come out right away and say, we're not going to get beat on the ground.
Yeah.
Not with Jeffrey Simmons and company.
All right.
So, Trevor Lawrence, it's on you to beat us.
Mm-hmm.
I think he can. I'm that confident. So, if I'm Liam Cohen, I win the coin toss. Give me the football. Let's go down there and put up 7 right away, and let's put the Titans behind the 8 ball. Because when they're behind the 8 ball like that, and you don't keep them around, this is when mistakes happen.
I wanted to look at Cam Ward's stats in the last couple weeks. By the way, Titans obviously led by 2 former Jags coaches, and Mike McCoy as the interim head coach, and then Nick Holtz, I believe, is also on the, I guess, the new offensive coordinator. Cam Ward, I'm trying to find a pattern. So I'll say this.
Good luck.
Yeah, so 7 touchdowns, 6 interceptions on the year. To his credit, has not turned the football over in 3 games, so 3 straight games with no turnovers. But 7 touchdowns on the year is nothing.
No.
He has not thrown for multiple touchdowns in a game yet. He only had 1 in 7 of their 10 ball games or 11 ball games. Has yet to throw for more than 260 yards or 265. That was in their 1 win. Last couple weeks, he's thrown it 37 and 42 times. That was against the Texans from behind, and then Seattle I think he put together some good garbage time stats in that one last week. Looks to me like he's running a little bit more, just a little bit, not a lot. Not going to be a big threat.
No.
6 attempts is his most on the year, and that was last week against Seattle.
And once again,
those were scrambles late in the game.
Yeah, and once again, like, not the most confident in terms of poise in the pocket right now. Like, he's still trying to find his footing. Yeah. So usually if it breaks down, he's probably more likely to take a sack than he's actually to take off and try to, grab some yards.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think the game plan here is to get after him. Like any young quarterback, I think it's pretty much across the board. Like, make him play under pressure. Make them throw under pressure, make them make plays, and not just allow them to sit back there and chunk the football down.
Yeah.
The only highlights that I've seen from Cam Ward is when Patrick Mahomes got out of the pocket, made a couple circus plays.
Well, and this is
you've seen the talent in those plays, just easier said than done, but keep him in the pocket.
And it's almost kind of like a diet Trevor-esque, where it's like you see him make some throws where it's like, dude.
Yeah, it's there.
I see why you went number one. Like, I get it. And it's crazy, too, because there's some narrative like, oh, hey, will the Titans take on their quarterback? Like, no. Like, Cam Ward is their guy. And I get, like, the numbers aren't sexy by any means. And, like, in terms of the quarterback rankings, I mean, he might be, dead last in the NFL right now. But he has shown glimpses that if you're –
he's higher than Shedeur.
Good point. Great point, actually. But he has shown glimpses, Hamby, where this guy can make amazing plays. It's just right now, and once again, to echo Mr. Pico Boulevard, I mean, you got DK, but it's hard to name an active Titans wide receiver. Like, they might have – I don't want to say might. I think they are. I think they have the worst skill group in the entire NFL.
It is bad.
Obviously, injuries happen to every single team. But, yeah, Hamby, it's bad. So – yeah, you're asking me how the Titans can stay in this game. It's the Jaguars playing down to the competition. It's if Trevor Lawrence makes mistakes. It's if you can't run the football and for whatever reason you can't get home against, maybe the worst offensive line, especially at tackle, that you might see all year. I mean, the Chargers are up there too, obviously, but like this Titans O-line, man, they're not that great either. So if I'm Josh Hines-Allen, if I'm Gardeck, if I'm Trayvon Walker, I'm pitting my ears back and I'm going. And if I'm Campanelli and I'm trying to game plan for this Tennessee offense, I'm going back to when we were really humming and we were really having success. And I'm stacking the line of scrimmage. I'm confusing the center. I'm confusing the quarterback. And then I'm dropping guys back in zone coverage.
Sure.
Because I just don't think Cam Ward is there yet. Like, I don't necessarily want to see a lot of just straight-up man coverage, even though you like man coverage, I'm sure, against these wide receivers as well, because set aside from DK, who's kind of their burner, I don't think they can really beat you in man coverage. But I would much rather say, let's throw the book at Cam Ward. Let's make him uncomfortable. Let's try to make him diagnose defenses and coverages and different looks in the span of 3 seconds, because their offensive line, especially their tackles, won't be blocking that long as well.
Sure. Just to clear this up, Mr. Hugo in the chat, and I know some people have actually gotten a text or two about this. It's weird. Eric Murray was on the IR. He's been placed on the designated to return list. The way that it's said is the Jaguars placed Eric Murray on the injured reserve test designated for return list. So people are thinking that he's being put on the IR. He is not being put on the IR. He's coming on the IR return list window. So they're opening up his window to return.
So do they have to officially announce that he is returned, or has he technically returned?
No, so he hasn't. So he has the practice window similar to Strange. Before the Chargers game. He was right after the Raiders game. He was put on. His window was open. I think he had a 2-week window. Maybe it was 3-week. To where he's now allowed to practice and all that stuff. But that doesn't necessarily mean he's active.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Eric Murray, unless it would be very surprising to see that he's active for this game.
No, without a doubt. Yeah. I mean, you would think, he's been on the sidelines for a little bit now. Give him a chance to get acclimated and everything. Like, yeah, I don't see him coming back. I mean, they could use him for sure, right? I think he was a pretty constant factor in that back end, at safety. But yeah, this is a marathon right now. It's not a sprint.
Yeah. Let me put one more point on the Titans before we go to break.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, one of their closer games this year was at home against the Chargers.
Yep.
And I believe that game started 14-0. Titans in front
Yeah.
because of that pick six. And it might have been 14-7 or 14-0, but I know in the first half they had a pick six and Chim DK returned a punt or a kick for a touchdown.
Correct.
So yeah, I'm with you there. That I think that's kind of the only way. Where if they have defensive and or special teams touchdowns, if you make them score 21 points offensively or 24 points, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. Like I don't think they can score 24 offensive points unless it's straight garbage time and you're already up and the game is at a distance. Which I don't think that'll happen either.
Correct.
Because I do believe they will have a decent opportunity to stop the run just because of Simmons and Sweat. I believe is getting better day by day. I know he's really young, but I'm interested to see. Because I mean their secondary. Like here's what I'm curious of, and just this came to mind.
Yeah,
your identity is 100% running the football.
Talking about the Jaguars.
The Jaguars.
Yeah, Jaguars. Yes, absolutely.
You believe that you can establish your run it 40 times, and win this game.
Yep.
It's locked.
Yeah.
You feel very confident in it. You know that your passing game is a work in progress.
Sure.
By every definition.
Yep.
There's glimpses, there's forward mistakes.
And sometimes fans would argue and say, when it's the second half, why aren't you earning more? Like, why are we trying to get the passing offense going more when we don't have to?
Absolutely. Yep. Here's my question. Is there any bit of Liam Cohen that looks back like a fan would and said, well, look, the Titans have one win. They're not a good football team at all.
Yeah.
We should have no issue.
Mm-hmm.
And their defensive line is pretty good. And in the run, they're okay.
Yeah.
But their secondary is not good. We know on our end that our run game is great. We can lean out whenever we want. Mm-hmm. Our passing game is what's a work in progress. Maybe we'll let Trevor throw it 42 times. And we'll go for a 30 for 42. That doesn't mean he's throwing the ball over the field. That doesn't mean we can't check the football down. But maybe we just work on that a little bit more because we have that much confidence that we can win in either way, and this is the way that we need more work. If we're going to go make a playoff run, if we're going to go beat the Colts, we got our run game. We need to trust Trevor and the receivers and the relationships with BTJ now coming back.
Yep.
He gets a couple more targets than he otherwise would if we were focusing on Etienne and Tootin. And Jacoby Myers, he's been great so far, but why don't we give him 8-9 targets and work some different routes and different route combinations with BTJ because they have not been on the same field together yet. Why don't we have Trevor throw it 42 times and see where we're at, and hopefully we still win the game by 10 points?
You know, because I'm speaking from teams that I played for, right? 2011, Blaine Gabbert's first year gets thrust in the mix, and, you know, obviously we know how it all went for Blaine, right?
Yeah.
Well, on top of that year, Maurice Jones-Drew was the NFL's leading rusher. Because, like, in a season that you felt like, okay, let's give our quarterback some confidence, let's let him throw it around a little bit. Nah, we have Maurice Jones-Drew. We have the bowling ball butcher knives, so let's get him the rock, 25, 30 times a game, and Blaine secondary. And it was like that the entire season. Now, in some games we're playing from behind where Mojo couldn't run, then it's Blaine's game. But, didn't matter who we were playing, didn't matter, what the defense gave you. The plan was to run with Maurice Jones-Drew. I do feel like Cohen is a little more open than what, at least what I'm accustomed to, in terms of getting his quarterback confidence and showcasing his offensive prowess. Meaning, when it is the second half and you're up, you don't just go with the bread and butter of running the football and running the clock down. You are passing more. When it's first and goal from the 3 or 4, when a lot of teams, I feel like, especially with the Jaguars running game, would try to run the football, you're going to rely on Trevor Lawrence to try to throw a touchdown. So I think Liam Cohen has showed this year when they are kind of uncomfortable or you feel good about it, that he tries to get Trevor some extra reps just to try to boost his confidence. That's fine, but also I feel like some of those thoughts maybe have come back to bite you a little bit, where the game should have been closer than you wanted them. Now they're 7-4, so not going to question the coaching, not going to question the decisions, because the record will always speak for itself. But if you're asking me, is this the Trevor Lawrence breakout game of the season? Because you see a Titans team that probably can't score a lot of points on you and everything. I'll say I hope not.
Okay.
Because I think the most important thing as a coach is knowing what you do well and staying true to that identity. And it's not playing outside yourself. Because the minute that you start taking what the defense gives you or like doing what you do well and you want to go, okay, well, yeah, his numbers are a little down. Let's try to give him some more confidence, like let's get people talking about him. Trevor, go out there and throw it 45 times this game. Let it fly, let it rip or whatever. Well, now I feel like your odds of winning this football game have just gone down a little bit. So, no, Hamby, I'm going to be honest. Can I see it happening? Sure. Why not? Right? I mean, this Titans team is built to stop the run. Secondary is a little more porous. Sure. Makes sense. But I'm under the philosophy of no matter who you're playing, you need to do what you do well and then respond from there. What do you think?
I agree with you. I think that's fan perspective. That's not Cohen's. However, I would like to see, hey, let's take a shot to BTJ in the first quarter.
No, I mean
let's run Jacoby on a deep over off of that, and let's really try to hit that as well.
Yep.
But at the same time as maintaining the identity, you're not good enough, and you're not out of the woods enough to abandon who you are. Not that they would ever do that.
Yeah. Hamby, something I want you to marinate on here during the break. We're thank you. Yeah, we're gonna talk about rivalries next.
Yes, we are.
But I want you to think about this: is the Jags Titans still the biggest rivalry in Jacksonville?
Okay.
Does it feel like it? Has it kind of lost its luster a little bit? Is it the Houston Texans now that are your giant rivals? We'll talk about that and some other rivalries when we get back here.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, we have what you need.
Get a Moto Guzzi Stone Corsa for just $235 a month, or a Triumph Trident for as low as $207 a month, or the popular Honda Rebel 1100 DCT starting at a low $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from all of our great brands, only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
We've been telling you about the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network for over a year now. How to find it, what to see. Simply put, it's TV online. Local sports content all day, every day. Just like this.
Did you always want to make history? Like, think that big, or just say, hey, I want to play in the NFL?
I always say I want to play in the NFL.
That's it. Backdoor left side, takes a shot. And into the back of the net.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh, my goodness.
What a pass.
And they have been. We've been talking. We've been articulating.
I did have a sense that they wanted to be bold, that they wanted to make a splash.
It's content you won't find on TV. Find it on actionsportsjax.com and just sit back and watch local sports all day on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
What's been going on?
We're both dealing with a lot of guilt right now.
Can't sleep, can't eat.
See
that brand new Hyundai Santa Fe? We only paid $4 for it.
Looks like we're out of time. Breathing exercises. Inhale, exhale.
Enjoy the new car.
Okay, thanks.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get a Hyundai Santa Fe with 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or get $3,500 bonus cash. Hurry in.
What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're going to get him on the ground, and that's going to end the ball game.
We show no mercy. Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown!
Duval! ETN is going to take it all the way!
Right here on CBS 47.
CBS 47.
Right here. Your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars strike first.
Go Jags.
You have the opportunity to explore what you might want to do with your life.
There's so many opportunities here that it can spark interest that you didn't even know you had.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University. Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Tony Mazzio, Stanwood High School, class of 2002.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Shacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good. With Baker Sports, custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Rivalries, man. It's why I feel like sports is a thing. It's the backbone. It's the foundation. It's what it's all about. And without that, I feel like you might as well just go on and watch Dancing with the Stars.
Ooh, don't even get me started.
Might go ahead and watch, I don't know, the Real Housewives. Things like that. Nice transition, by the way. I like that. That was new. Mm-hmm. I'm not mad about that. Before we get into some of the rivalries and everything and the question that I posed in our pre-show prep, Jags-Titans. Still the Jaguars' biggest rivalry?
No.
Really? What do you got, Hamby?
I mean, I think it's...
You think it's the Texans?
Yeah, it's recent, but I think...
It's recency bias?
It's not just recency bias, but it's also just like rivalries ebb and flow. That doesn't mean you don't hate the Titans.
Of course.
So you just hate the Texans a little bit more, I think. Because... You know, yeah, the Titans, they ruined your season 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody's forgotten that, but at the same time, your rivalry, they have to be good in a sense. They have to be a threat to you. And if they're not a threat to you, it really derails the game, the rivalry. I think the Texans are a huge threat right now. I think you hate individual. Like, name me a Titans player that you have a distaste for. I can't. Half the Jaguars fan base can't even name 4 people on the team.
That's a good point.
Like if I were to go around, if I were to follow suit on Casey and do Jacksonville Feud at the Town Center and said, "Hey, name me 4 players on the Titans."
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people could do it. Mm-hmm. They'd say Cam Ward, maybe Jeffrey Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe L'Jarius Sneed, who's been on an IR for the last month. Maybe, or they'd say Calvin Ridley.
Nope.
He ain't playing. If I shrunk the criteria to name me 4 players that are actually going to play Sunday, I don't think people could do it.
Yeah.
So,
Steven brings up a good point too with Pittsburgh.
College is different to me.
No, I'm saying Jaguars Pittsburgh, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay, I missed that one.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I just think the Texans, with the Z's and all that stuff, I think you hate individuals on that team, and that makes it the biggest one right now. I mean, look, come 12:59 on Sunday, I would probably say, holy cow, it's the Titans, because, Arden Key's going to come out in the field and be like, I'm done with this already.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, they don't even have a coach, guys. It's like it's our old buddy Mike McCoy. It's not like I don't like D'Amico Ryans. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but I don't like him. I have no reason to like him. I have a lot of reasons to not like him. Mike McCoy is it's that old uncle that's going to show up tomorrow at the Thanksgiving feast. I mean, come on. How can I hate Mike McCoy?
Yeah.
I can't.
The
Texans.
No, I hear you. See, here's the thing, because what makes a good rivalry? Obviously, you need the storyline, right? And I think the whole LG Shire thing, it helps, I think, amp up that storyline. I think the way the Jaguars lost in Houston this year has enhanced the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I feel like you need history, right? And that's what makes up the rivalry. And I think, like, if it keeps going with Houston, where they're close battles, there's maybe upsets when one year team's down and they beat you. Like, I get all that, but I still think it is the Tennessee Titans, and it hasn't really felt like that, Hamby, the past couple seasons, just because, like, I mean, there've been the past 5 years, there's been a couple close games, but
yeah, I mean, especially the last game of the year in 23.
Yeah, but usually, like, and that's the thing about rivalries too, is like it doesn't matter what the roster looks like. For instance, Ohio State, Michigan. I don't care what the records are. It's always up in the air. Like, yeah, Michigan, what is I think 10.5 or whatever at home.
Yep.
Give me Michigan all day, right? Iron Bowl, Alabama. Auburn's got a new coach and all this stuff. Alabama should definitely beat them handily. Iron Bowl, though, I think it's different. So when you take into history, when you take in, the Titans, I think it was that 1 year beat the Jags 3 years, or three times in 1 year and helped, send the Jaguars packing for the playoffs. Like, that still echoes, I feel like, through that stadium. That still echoes through that fan base if you're old enough to remember that.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, at that point, I was pretty young, and I wasn't following the Jaguars every single day. I just wasn't. I wasn't a Jaguars fan. But, like, when I got here, it was ingrained in me pretty quick that, hey, this team does not like the Tennessee Titans. So you better kind of fall in line, right? And I remember, like, in the old weight room, back when I first got in, there was this thing on the wall or whatever, and it had like, it had like a giant Jaguar, and then it had like the other teams, and like at the bottom, I feel like by choice was the Tennessee Titans. Like, really? Yeah, like I think it's just that there's small things that kind of ingrained in you, and I think Jack did a great job of letting us know about that as well. Is like, hey, we don't like these guys, and they don't like us, so get ready to bring two chin straps and get ready to play accordingly. So I still do think it's the Titans, but you make a great argument for the Texans. I get some people want to say the Steelers, but the Steelers, I think it's more of you don't play them every single year, but when you do, it seems to kind of ignite something simply because of it's the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's the Steel City, it's the Iron Curtain, it's all this history and everything and all this pride, yeah. So that does get a little bit of as well, but still give me the Titans over anybody. Now, going to my question of the day. If you had a front row ticket to any rivalry, any sport, any stage, what are you going with?
Man. I feel like for the longest time, my answer was actually going to be Duke UNC basketball.
Do you want to go at Duke or you want to go at UNC?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
To me, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Probably Duke.
Yeah, I mean, it's a small gym, but it's an experience, right?
Yeah. Now, I don't, because NIL has changed things so much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking for, and there's not many at all, situations where, regardless of, look, my answer is Army Navy.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
forget it all.
I mean,
My answer is Army Navy. If
Army
I got one
Navy.
ticket, first row,
yeah. Can be cold maybe in Baltimore.
yeah, like give me the coats, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'll layer up for that.
But yeah, okay. Here's
Like that's legitimately bucket list.
okay. Now
Where
let
I
me
feel
ask.
like a lot of these games has lost a little bit of those luster
Sure.
to me. I mean, Michigan Ohio State is not one of those games that's lost.
Hamby, I'm not gonna
that's
lie.
at the very top.
That might be my pick, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, and this is someone who grew up in Wisconsin. Who honestly, it's Michigan, Ohio State. It's like who really cares?
Mhm.
But I feel like there's, especially nowadays, right, where we're starting to lose some tradition in college sports. I feel like when you talk about a rivalry, it's like it carries over more than just the sport itself, right? Like Michigan hates Ohio, like the state. Ohio hates the state of Michigan. Like it's more than just the football game. It's like it's ingrained in you as a citizen where it's like I don't like this state. Like with like the Iron Bowl, which is another huge one. Okay, it's in-state rivalries and everything, and it's, whatever East-West you want to call it. But like it's still like you're under the same umbrella. Ohio State, Michigan, it's two different states and two just it's so much animosity. So I would honestly I might pick that one, Hamby. And once again, I have no allegiance to either of them. It's just I want to see what all the hype is about. I want to see why, when Ohio in the state of Ohio for that week, you can't write the letter M. You have to cross it out or whatever.
Right.
Like they take it that seriously.
Yeah. I have multiple Ohio State fans.
So I would say go ahead and give me Michigan, Ohio State in the big house. Just because I think it's a better environment, bigger stadium. So I would say Michigan, Ohio State in the big house, just so I can see what all the fuss is about.
Yeah, being from up there, is Packers Bears anywhere close to that? It's got to be, right?
Yeah, Packers Bears is definitely up there.
Is that the best rivalry in the NFL?
That's a good call, Hamby. That's a great question. Off the top of my head, I would say yes, that is the biggest rivalry. Just because, I mean, it's funny. There's like a lot of sayings that each fan base has about the other one. Like, I distinctly remember every single tavern, because once again it's Wisconsin, but like every single bar that I was ever in as a child, at any sports bar, they all had the same sign when you walked in. And it said the only thing that separates the cheeseheads from the bleep heads, I'll say that much, can't say the word, the bleep heads, is the state line. And then you had like the cheesehead on top, and then you had like a Bears thing with essentially a turd right next to it on the bottom of it. And it was the only thing that separates the cheeseheads from the bleep heads is the state line. So like that's also ingrained at a very young age of just how much, because that's like the being right next to each other, being neighbors, right? And you see that with like the Brewers and the Cubs as well. But no, I do think, and maybe I'm a little biased, but I do think the Bears-Packers is definitely the biggest one in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I would say in the college football that I think Georgia-Florida is a top 5.
Sure.
I don't really think it comes close. Like, I think Michigan-Ohio State is substantially bigger, as is Army-Navy.
What do you think about Auburn
Yeah, I
and
think
Alabama?
it's high, but I think Georgia-Florida is on the same plane as Alabama-Auburn. Like Georgia Tech is.
I was just going to ask you this.
It's more than people from the North would see.
Because here's what I'm going to say about that. From the outside, I don't get it. Like because I always felt like it was like Georgia and Florida.
Yeah.
Like when I think of Georgia rivalries, like I'm gonna be honest. Georgia Tech's like the last thing on my mind. Now, you're talking to a Midwest kid,
right?
So you know a lot better than I do. But like, do you feel that like when you're a kid, Hamby, was it like Georgia Tech?
No, it was definitely Florida first, especially because being from Jacksonville, and then Auburn is next for Georgia. It's Georgia Auburn, and then it's really, I mean, they call it deep old fashioned hate. I mean, that's the name of the game is literally deep old fashioned hate.
Yeah.
Because it's Atlanta, Athens. It's about an hour away from each other. Obviously, recruiting the same kids. It's kind of the country, which, by the way, Georgia, I mean, is a very smart school.
Yeah.
But the vibe is country versus nerd, in a sense, because, I mean, Georgia Tech is like top of the top.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the vibe there as well. I think it's a great rivalry. It's not top 10 in the sport.
Yeah.
Where I would say Georgia, Florida is, and I'd say Georgia, Auburn's probably in that 9-10 range.
Yep.
But it's a great game. It's a great game, but because it's also they've played each other for so long. And does that mean anything necessarily to me that they've played for freaking forever? Not necessarily, but I think it adds a couple percentage points.
Sure.
Where some of these other rivalries that it's only been a rivalry for 50 years.
Yeah.
You know, it's not quite, it doesn't quite have the history.
Would you be interested, and I know like it's not your sport, but would you be interested in like a soccer event, like an English Premier League, like
if I had
Liverpool
a free ticket,
versus like Manchester United?
Yeah, I know those. Yeah, I know those teams.
Because you know those people take that.
Or Man U versus Man City, right?
Exactly.
That's a huge one.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, especially in England.
Yeah. So you'd
check
that out?
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't have to make the whole trip over there, if it's like somehow I was already over there for something else,
yeah,
and I had a free ticket, yeah, I'd go.
Well, let me ask you: do you think the Ravens Steelers is a big?
I think Steelers
rivalry.
Bengals. To me,
Steelers Bengals. Okay.
To me, that feels bigger. I don't know if that's just because of the perfect stuff.
Sure.
Those teams seem like they hate each other.
Yeah.
And I know the Ravens hate both of them too. It just seems like there's just been more stuff.
Okay.
With the Bengals.
Okay.
To me, the Cowboys, Eagles.
Yeah.
We're gonna get. No, not tomorrow. Excuse me. No, they're playing the Chiefs. That one feels big to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's always a couple games in the NFL every year where it's like, oh, I'm gonna have to tune into that one.
Yeah.
You know, but just because like you feel like the stakes get raised a little bit. Take us to the NBA real quick. What do you got for the NBA in terms of rivalries? I mean, are you going like Lakers, Celtics? Even though I feel like that's kind of like an old school
that's
take.
Not my era, and those teams don't even really. I mean, they're not in the same conference or anything like that. Like, Knicks, Celtics, I guess. Or 76ers.
Yeah.
Celtics.
Okay.
You have Philly versus Boston or New York. I mean, it's gotta involve one of those three teams probably.
Sure.
I'm not really super aware of the rivalries in the NBA.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it doesn't really feel like there's a lot of them anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like back in the day, you know, you had like the Bulls and the Pistons, right? And like, you know, that's kind of what made Jordan who he was just going through those battle-tested teams of Detroit and kind of like the physicality and everything. Like, and that's the thing too in terms of rivalries, man. Like, you need the physicality. Like, for instance, in hockey, I mean, I grew up with the Wings Avalanche. I liked fighting and probably became an MMA fighter simply because of that Wings Avalanche. You know, I think it was back in '97 when they had literally the benches cleared, and it was Vernon versus Waugh. It was Darren McCarty turtling Claude Lemieux. Like, I remember this, and I told the story before on the show, but I remember being a kid watching that happen, and my stepdad at the time was a giant Avalanche fan, and I'm a giant Wings fan.
Right.
And I'm watching Darren McCarty literally just to a player that has his back turned throw an absolute haymaker, drop him, and then I'm watching a hockey player knee this guy in the face. And no one's really doing anything about it, you know? And I'm sitting there thinking, like, wow, I bet my stepdad's really mad about this because, you know, one of the best players on his team is getting the crap kicked out of him. And I turned to my stepdad, I go, you're kind of mad right now, huh? And I'm not even scared to kind of ask him, right? Because I'm just like, dude, it's not a good look. And he goes to me, and I'll never forget it. And it kind of changed my whole mindset of how I feel about fighting and how I feel about just like the physicality of sports. He turned to me and said, "Aus, what are you talking about?
Part of the game.
This is part of the game." He is going out there to defend one of his brothers because if you know the story, Chris Draper the year before got cheap shotted by Claude Lemieux in the boards, almost paralyzed him, broke his jaw, broke his nose, broke like his entire face. It was gruesome over a cheap shot. So obviously bad blood was still there, much like maybe like a Trevor Lawrence, Shazi hit or whatever, where it boiled over to the next season.
Sure.
And McCarty got his blood back. And I remember my stepdad saying is like, why would I be upset about that? Like Claude Lemieux had it coming. And he goes, and if you remember one thing from this moment, Austin, remember this one thing. You got to defend those that you care about by any means necessary, whether it's within the rules or outside the rules. If anybody takes one of your own out, you get it back. And I think I might have been 9 or 10 years old, and I can pinpoint exactly where I was sitting on the floor when that happened, when I heard that speech. I can pinpoint you exactly like what I was wearing, dude. Like it's one of those moments in my childhood that is just, it's so vivid to me, and I'll never forget it. And it really shaped my personality and how I feel about sports. So that rivalry right there between the Detroit, Wings and the Avalanche was everything. Now, it's lost some of its luster because, well, the Wings have kind of sucked the past decade and a half. But like that to me stood out. And that's why I'm such a big fan of like these teams going head to head in these rivalries. So real quick, because we're getting sidetracked, but to answer the question, I'm picking Michigan, Ohio State. You're going Army Navy?
Army Navy.
The only thing I'll say about Army Navy
is it more of the experience and the rivalry. I don't know.
Yeah, no, dude. I mean, it's America's game. But like, do you think tailgating is good for Army Navy? Is there tailgating for Army Navy?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure there is for some of the fans.
Yeah,
not for the students. I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah,
they got.
I don't know
routines and.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not like the kids like that are in like the academies are like.
Do.
Yeah, they're not playing beer pong in the parking lot.
No.
They're marching.
But I'm
and
sure the fans can get down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you think that? Well, I don't.
Even off campus?
Well, I was gonna say it's a neutral game always, right? So they're playing in Baltimore this year.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I wonder if you can get like drinks in the concession stands. I don't know how that works.
I'm
it's
sure
interesting. Okay, so Army Navy it is. Sounds like a plan, man.
Yeah.
You want to head to break?
Let's do that.
Do you want to do the Trevor Lawrence exercise when we get back?
A Trevor Lawrence exercise. Is this going to cause another war?
It really might. Not my intention, but I feel like anytime you speak, Trevor and Lawrence into existence, it's going to spark something.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting exercise.
Yeah, these are weekend spreads.
Yeah, let's put this.
We
suck.
suck.
That looks good. That looks great.
Way behind. Really only 2 behind the team that we care about.
Do you have Brent's picks?
No.
So this is just
me versus you, baby. It's coming up in about 45 minutes. Our weekend spreads. We're making them on Wednesday. No show, no Brent and Austin show tomorrow. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. No Brent and Austin show on Friday either. Enjoy your shopping. Enjoy some more football.
Yep.
All day long. We will catch y'all back Monday. So making our picks, making our wagers today. Stay tuned for that. Me versus Austin in about 45 minutes.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC, we are professional grade.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around, and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now, the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar. Grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
There are the picks that we'll be going over for our Thanksgiving spreads. Are we still waiting on the sports office, Hamby, to make their selections? I can't hear you, man.
Yes, we are. We'll get those momentarily.
Oh, or if not, just give a big old fat 0-6. You know, if they can't get them in, right?
They'd still be in the lead.
They would still be in the lead. That makes you kind of sick, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, there's a lot of catching up to do there. Do we know, I understand that it's a conglomerate with the sports office. We got Liv Tastley, we got Stuart Weber, we got Marcel Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know, what the
formula?
What the formula is? I assume if it's USF, Liv gets first dibs on that, but...
I believe they take turns, Marcel and Stewart. and Liv always gets the tiebreaker.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Hamby, are you ready for the annual first of its kind Trevor Lawrence exercise?
Yes, I am. So we're going to make this our new Thanksgiving tradition.
You know what? The way that Jaguars Twitter is, we may have to actually. Yeah, this is replacing our Thanksgiving draft. In case you couldn't make it in, we're gonna draft all our sides and everything. Have a fantasy draft, all good. Because I feel like it was just gonna be me and Hamby. That's not much of a draft because one guy's taking turkey, one guy's taking ham, one guy's taking stuffing, one guy's taking potatoes.
That's a great point.
Yep. Snooze fest. So
the first annual pre-Thanksgiving Trevor Lawrence
game. Now,
begin.
Here's the stipulations, Hamby. Tell you the rules real quick.
Okay. I don't know what. I have no idea.
You have no idea because much like me, I don't break a lot of things down in the rundown. I just kind of go spur of the moment. I think that's the way to do it. We're taking the players besides the quarterback out of it. We're taking coaches out of it. We're taking everything out of it except the quarterbacks. Okay? And how they're doing right now. Now, obviously, some quarterbacks are doing better than others because of the play calling, because of the players that they play with, and that's fine. Like, that's just what it is. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to name every single quarterback in the NFL right now.
Okay.
You're going to tell me, are they better than Trevor Lawrence or are they worse than Trevor Lawrence? That simple. Take EPA out of it. Take the excuses out of it for every other whatever. Simple question. Is he better than Trevor Lawrence or is he worse than Trevor Lawrence?
Okay.
We're going to tally this. We're both going to come up with a number, and then we're going to see, hey, in the grand scheme of things, where does Trevor Lawrence fit in this? Enough of well, he did this in a good light.
Sure.
Well, he did this in a bad. Nope.
So you're saying we got to keep it quick and concise.
Quick and concise.
Let's go.
First quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
No.
Better than Trevor Lawrence. And Emmy, are you keeping track, or am I? How do you want to do this?
I will keep track.
All right, keep track. So we both agree, Matthew Stafford, better quarterback.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to. Okay, so do you want me to go on divisions, or do you just want to go like just in order of like? Because I have like the rankings list here right now.
You can go rankings.
Okay. Drake May.
Drake May is playing better
than Trevor Lawrence.
He is.
Okay.
What do you have?
Oh yeah, I think so too as well. Yeah, I mean, hey man, one guy's an MVP consideration, one guy's not.
Sure.
Like, yeah. But also, would you take New England's weapons or the Jaguars' weapons?
Jags.
Yeah.
His leading receiver, I think, is Diggs.
It's Diggs,
Henry.
but yeah, okay, interesting. Next, Jared Goff.
Goff is playing better.
Taking Goff, okay. Next, let's go Jalen Hurts. Do we have to go to the numbers?
What do you say? I know what you say. I don't need.
I think you know what I say, but once again, and this is I've laid out the criteria, but also
Hurts is like one better. I'll say Hurts.
I mean, Hurts has 17 touchdowns, 1 interception, Hamby.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Next quarterback we're gonna go with is Lamar Jackson.
Better. One, no doubt.
Okay. Even with injuries in it, yeah. I mean, I agree with you, but okay. Next quarterback, Sam Darnold.
Yes, he's better.
Yeah. Now this comes into play, like who he plays with, but once again, it's who's the better quarterback right now. And if you, regardless of who's calling the, it's Darnold, which is crazy to say, I think, especially after his last game. But, Dak Prescott.
Dak is better.
Dak is better.
I'm a big Dak guy.
Okay. I would probably come with you on that. Once again, plays some pretty good weapons, but in terms of quarterback, I would say Dak Prescott right now in terms of numbers and everything, in terms of what he's capable of. Yeah. Josh Allen.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's.
Say no more.
I mean, he's the former MVP. Come on, what are we talking about here? Next one we are gonna go with is, I'm trying to figure out. Patrick Mahomes. Okay. Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
Okay. Now keep in mind he's hurt, but I'm still counting Baker.
He's
here.
a better quarterback.
Yes. Okay. Brock Purdy.
No.
I'm with you on that one. Put that one for Team Trevor.
Yeah, Purdy is not throwing the football well at all.
Joe Burrow.
Yes.
Okay. Bo Nix. And it can't be a tie.
I'm going to say no.
I'll also give Trevor Lawrence the benefit of the doubt, I think. I don't even have Bo Nix's numbers in front of me. Yeah, I think I would pick Trevor here.
I think the Broncos are I think he's good, but I think the Broncos are winning in spite of him.
Indiana Jones.
No. Nope. Trevor Lawrence is not better. Or Trevor Lawrence is better than Daniel Jones.
I disagree.
Well,
once again, I get who he's playing with and everything, but the numbers. Okay? Now we have to go in the numbers tape for this one, Hamby. Didn't want to have to do this, but since we're at a tie, now we got to see Daniel Jones' numbers. And I get the numbers on everything: 17 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 2,840 yards passing, 70% completion percentage.
We'll see how he plays the rest of the year.
I'm saying right now.
I'm saying Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback.
And I'm saying I don't think he is.
We'll have 2 matchups to figure it out in the next 5 weeks.
All right, so put that one off to the side, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That was going to be an easy exercise, and here we are.
Yep.
Next quarterback, please hold. See, now I'm getting lost in the sauce here. Give me a second. Talk amongst yourselves. Mm-hmm. So you don't think Daniel Jones is the guy?
He's not better than Trevor.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Let me go to the rest here quick. I mean, Cam Ward, I would just give it to him right now. Who are we missing here?
Herbert.
Tua. Yeah, okay, so Tua Tagovailoa.
Trevor's much better.
Okay, mark it for Trevor. Justin Fields or whoever else it is. Now it doesn't matter. Trevor's better. Aaron Rodgers, if he's healthy, obviously.
I'm taking Trevor. By not a lot, but it's very close. This year, I'm taking Trevor.
I'll take Trevor as well. Shedeur Sanders, I think we know the answer to that, or whoever the Browns quarterback is. Right?
Yes.
I mean, come on. What
absolutely.
Okay, cool. DJ Stroud.
Trevor is better.
I'll give it to you. Justin Herbert.
Herbert is better.
Okay, I agree with that.
I don't care who wins the game. Herbert's a better player.
Right? Gino.
Trevor's better.
Correct. All right, we're wrapping up here. If he's healthy, Jane Daniels.
Jane Daniels is a better quarterback.
Jackson Dart, if he's once again, because no, got to show us more. Okay, mark it down. I think this could be a debate. Caleb Williams.
Yeah. Playing pretty good football right now.
I mean, they're 8-3, and I get the schedule was easy, and they have the Murderers Row coming up.
He's playing better right now.
He's got 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Yeah, you got to. It sucks. That one is the first one where it's like, that one sucks.
In terms of stats?
Where it's like, I don't want to say that he's better.
You don't like saying it. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know how many rushing touchdowns he has as well. 1 second. He's got 1 rushing touchdown as well.
Yeah, so
okay, Caleb Williams. I don't like saying that either because it looks so bad his rookie year.
Yep.
And then he gets a new coach. Now all of a sudden it's like, go back to the standings real quick. Sorry, I have a lot of tabs open on this. Okay, back to the NFC. Jordan Love.
I'm a big Jordan Love guy. I
You
think
are.
right now Trevor Lawrence is playing better. I'm going to take Trevor.
Yeah, I'm going Jordan Love, I think.
And I've taken Love above Trevor before.
Yeah.
But Love is disappointing.
Okay, let's go to the Love stats quick. We got to do this again.
It's just not, I mean, there's no excuse why their offense should be that bad.
15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Their offense sucks.
Correct. But the 15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and I get it, man. They're just numbers and they don't tell the whole story. But, like, if we're at a stalemate where we think it can go either way, then I have to look at stats a little bit.
Well, we're going to have 2 different lists.
Okay. Well, that's fine then. We don't count it. Keep them off the list.
No. We'll just have 2 different lists.
Okay. Well, okay. That's fine. I mean, do you see where I'm going with this game, though, at the end? Because then it's going to be the deciding factor here. But, okay. Just 2 separate lists. Do what you want to do.
We'll do one then.
All right. So then here's what we'll do with it. Because I think Jordan Love's better, and then Daniel Jones is a debate. I'll give you Daniel Jones if you give me Jordan Love.
Okay.
Okay. So you mark that down. That's fair.
Yep.
JJ McCarthy, is that even a question?
No.
Bryce Young?
No.
Trevor's better. Agreed. Michael Penix or Kirk Cousins? Sorry.
Nope. The only one I think that's left that we haven't said
that's better.
That's close. Is
well, we got Shuck, and then we got Jacoby Brissett or Kyler Murray. That's
is that all?
Yeah, because
okay,
we discounted the Falcons. Yep. No and no. Okay, so add up all those no's. I'll add up all those yeses. Tell me where Trevor Lawrence is.
He's 16.
He's exactly.
Yeah, he's 16.
That's what it is then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Jordan Love, Daniel Jones, and Trevor at 15, 16, and 17, whichever way you want to
And
put
it's
them.
not quite Sam Darnold.
No, it's not.
And it's not quite Caleb Williams.
Not quite.
So what did we learn with this exercise, everybody?
It's average.
For everybody on, well, and yeah, I mean, average, I don't think that's like a rule. It could be game manager-ish if you want to go with that route. But what did we learn? That everybody that's up in arms right now, going to war on Trevor Lawrence, whether you're for him, whether you want him off the roster and Nick Mullins come in, whether you're backing up every single argument with, well, Trevor did this, Trevor did this, Trevor did this. You're essentially going to war right now for a quarterback that's right in the middle. So if a quarterback's right in the middle, and Hamby, we were fair. It's not like I'm biased. It's not like you're biased because, like, and we've been over this. Like, I think you're much more of a Trevor truther than I am. But at the same time, I've said this. Like, I'm in the middle. Like, I don't care. I don't think he's bad, and I don't think he's, like, elite. I think he's right in the middle.
Right.
And this exercise proves that. So my point is that if that's what it is, and we all know what Trevor is, then why are we arguing so much about him? Either he's elite or either he's the worst quarterback in franchise history.
Right.
And Lou, man, to prove to your point, $55 million. It's not your money, my man, and it's not my money. Now, if you want to make an argument and say it's what the money says, and you want to make an argument and say against the salary cap, a lot of your money is going to Trevor Lawrence, and is he playing like a $55 million quarterback? Is he playing like a top 6, top 7 quarterback? Well, that exercise right there showed at this moment, no, he is not. So if you want to get mad about that, I understand it. Don't get mad because he's making money. Get mad because the team's salary cap, a lot of their money, when it could go to other players, is going to him. Mm-hmm. That's justifiable. Just like it's justifiable to say it is absolutely asinine to think Nick Mullins is going to come in there and replace Trevor Lawrence, because once again, we're talking about Trevor Lawrence being maybe number 16 in terms of skill level right now in the NFL. So if me and Hamby can come together, and we bicker a lot, and sometimes we're oil and water, but if we can take our biases,
sometimes we're this,
and sometimes, oh, you better believe we're usually this. Yes, I'm team ponytails. But if we can come together biases aside, emotion aside, set aside for one disagreement, which we each was fair because I got my part, you got your part.
Yep.
And we can both sit up here and say that Trevor Lawrence right now is probably the 16th in that range best quarterback in the NFL. Why can't everybody else do it? Why do we have to bicker and go back and forth? Because let's call a spade a spade. You're paying Trevor Lawrence a lot of money. Now, whether or not you think he's earned that money is on you. But here's the fact of the matter. He's not going anywhere. So, like I say every single week, and I'll say it again because I'm bringing this to the table because I still see the arguing going back and forth on Jags Twitter. This team is 7-4. You have a quarterback right now that is not so bad, not the best. Right in the middle. This team has showed us that you can win with a right-in-the-middle quarterback. So I think we should be pretty pumped about it and pumped about this team and go on about it. But you won't listen. You'll keep backing up Trevor or you'll keep hating on Trevor. And it is what it is. I understand. That's how polarizing individuals work. That's how emotional NFL fans work. I get all that. I just don't understand why we got to get so emotional about it. Are people like that emotional right now about Daniel Jones? Are people right now that emotional about who else do we have kind of in that same category?
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love? No. Well, not really. No, they're not actually.
No, they're not.
I have my finger on the pulse of Packers football, and they're not saying, I'll get rid of Jordan Love. Bring in, who's their backup? The guy from Tennessee.
Malik Willis.
Malik Willis. No one's saying that.
Nobody.
And also no one's really going, hey, Jordan Love's a top 5 player if he has better receivers. No. No one's having these conversations. So why are we? Go and think about that.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're going to get him on the ground, and that's going to end the ball game.
We show no mercy.
Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown!
Duval! Etienne is going to take it all the way!
Right here on CBS 47.
CBS 47.
Right here.
Your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars strike first.
Go Jags.
You have the opportunity to explore what you might want to do with your life.
There's so many opportunities here that it can spark interest that you didn't even know you had.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, And they have delivery options too. Just download the Bonos app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bonos Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bonos Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet is truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
6-7 with Oregon and Ole Miss swapping spots. How much of an impact potentially could it be on Ole Miss if it's determined they don't have their head coach in the field? 6-7. But seriously, Rich, we
I'm out. I'm absolutely out. Bring back 4 teams.
BCS.
Bring back the BCS.
BCS right now.
Hey, Hamby.
Right now.
Hey,
right now.
That was the president, correct?
That was the new chair committee.
The new chair committee?
Whatever.
If he's not going to take it seriously, and when the most serious, most polarizing story topic of the past couple weeks of where's Lane Kiffin going to end up, what's going to happen with Ole Miss, and your response is 6-7? That's it. Pack it up. Nope. I don't care anymore. Back to 4 teams.
Austen,
back to 4 teams.
He didn't even know who he was talking to. He said Rich.
I know.
That's Reese Davis. He's the freaking GOAT.
Hamby, if they're not going to take it seriously, why should we take it seriously?
I don't know.
Honestly. Why?
2 teams.
If they're not going to take it seriously,
out, so what?
If we're going to go 6-7 and we're going to try to appeal, I guess, to the youngins who I guarantee you right now are not watching that stupid show.
Nope.
Promise you that.
Absolutely.
My son loves college football. Do you think my son would, hey, Dad, can we throw on the 1 hour college football playoff special so I could watch a 60-year-old man go 6-7 and be entertained? Nah.
Nope.
So if you ain't going to take it seriously,
Austen,
then why should I take it seriously?
He just got the job.
Yeah, I know.
Rhodes,
it's bad.
Mark Rhodes or whatever his name was thrown out a couple weeks ago. This is his second time doing the show.
No,
and this is what he does.
That is the new prerequisite. And I don't know if we need to go to the commander in chief to implement this. I don't know who's in charge of this. From now on, any job application, any chance to kind of get your name out there, if you're over the age of 10 and I hear you go 6'7", well, congratulations, you just got fired. Congratulations, we're going to go in a different direction.
Yep. It's an immediate.
Congratulations, back to the BCS.
Yeah. Back to the BCS.
What do you ever wake up sometimes, Sammy, and feel like you're in the Twilight Zone?
Yes, I literally I tweeted that and I was like,
did you really?
Yeah, I was like, please tell me this is AI.
Yeah.
Like, somebody please save me from this horror.
Yeah.
This horrible reality.
Yeah.
And you know what? Let's watch it one more time. I want you to watch just one. I'm going to put you through the misery one more time.
Please.
Just once. The silence from Reese Davis.
Oh, yeah. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss.
With Oregon and Ole Miss swapping spots. How much of
Look at him prepping to say
Oh,
it.
dude. Okay, no, please go back. Please go back. No, because let's break this whole thing down. Okay. If they don't want to take it seriously, then we won't take it seriously either, and I'll break this whole thing down. Please hit the play button. I'll tell you when to pause it.
Okay.
Miss swapping spots. How much of an impact potentially could it be on Ole Miss if it's determined they don't have their head coach in the field?
What? Hang on, can you play it one more time? Because when he says 6'7",
yeah.
watch his reaction.
Here we go.
Change at 6'7" with Oregon.
Boom, pause it. At this point, he's like, okay, 2 opportunities here. Either I keep it professional, either I answer a very serious question about Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss, and I try to purvey some sort of professionalism in my brand new, looks like an Armani suit.
Oh, yeah.
That I'm sure you just cashed that check from being on the chair and everything. From a tie that, I'll be honest, I don't think goes with the suit whatsoever, but I get it. You're in front of analytics all day, so it's not your job to figure out what matches and everything. Okay. So you have an opportunity to do that. Or Reese just gave you the key to go, you know what? It's a serious question. It's a serious show. Let me do it for the gram. Let me do it for some retweets, for some polarization, and let me get the kids talking. Let's see what he chose.
Let me do it one more time.
Let's see what he chose.
Change at 6'7" with Oregon and Ole Miss swapping spots. How much of an impact potentially could it be?
Just waiting for Reese to shut up so he can say it.
They don't have their head coach in the field. 6'7".
BCS. back to the BCS. That's all that is.
He calls him Rich, not his name.
I don't even dude. And Hamby, you know how I operate with sports and life in general, right?
Can we end the show? I don't know why
we've been over this. I have what they call gallows humor. Right?
You do.
And for those of you that weren't on the show, when I came out with my gallows humor, basically it means back in the medieval times when they would hang people and everything, there was always the person in the crowd that was cracking jokes because things were so messed up where you almost had to crack a joke to laugh a little bit because you didn't want to deal with the reality of how bad or sad things are. I have an extreme case of gallows humor. I have nothing for this guy and what's happening. I have no jokes. I have no... let's look on this. No. And I wish Brent Martineau was here to get his take on this. Because, Brent, I understand you're trying to find the Cinderella stories and, the Tulanes or the Memphises that are going to go to the college football playoff and make a run. Isn't going to happen, but, you hope it happens because that's the beauty of sports, even though it's football and it's all about size, speed, and athleticism, yada, yada, yada. This guy does not make a case for it. That's all I got to say about it. Are we good, or do you want to keep on going down this road?
No, I think we're good.
What do you think is going to happen with Lane Kiffin, by the way? What's your final pre-Egg Bowl predictions, Hamby?
LSU. I thought he was going to stay at Ole Miss for a long time.
Yeah.
Up until about 2 or 3 days ago.
What makes you say LSU?
I've just gotten to the point, first of all, first of all, I think step one in deciding is just stay or go, and then decide Florida or LSU.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the harder one of those two is stay or go because I think LSU has distanced themselves from Florida as far as their offer. if all the reports of what they're offering are correct, Florida cannot come close.
Yeah.
With that being said, if it's just stay or go, I would have said stay for a long time, but I think he would have announced an extension by now. If you asked me a week ago, I thought that he was going to announce an extension this week. Fast forward to this week, I don't think he is. I know he's going to most likely announce his decision after the Egg Bowl.
Yeah.
All of this dragging out, the Twitter stuff, all of it, it just looks like he's just trying to prolong the decision and then leave, because if he was staying, I genuinely believe he would have just been done with it. They would have announced it. It would have been an all-time high, Egg Bowl, all that stuff. It's under the bridge. We're off to the playoff, all that stuff.
I'm kind of with you. I do feel like Florida's off the table, and I think it's either going to be Ole Miss or LSU. Just because, once again, either it's going to come down to he likes where he's at in Ole Miss, or the offer is just too rich for him to pass down at LSU. I don't think, when you talk about, why would he pick Florida? I mean, what, the weather? I don't know what you want.
Well, I think it's all the Spurrier stuff and met his wife and, the history. I think he's always kind of had an affinity for Florida.
Okay.
At least that's kind of the story, even in his whole career. And a chance to really revive. I mean, obviously at LSU he would too. But LSU's been to the mountaintop, at least in recent memory, obviously with Coach O in 19, or Florida has not. I mean, it's legitimately been a generation. I mean, since Urban, they have not won anything. And I think maybe that's some of the appeal. I mean, to me, that'd be slightly appealing to go to a place that was at the mountaintop and was, a top 5 program that no longer is. LSU, I mean, they're still 5 years removed is 5 years removed. They probably, to LSU fans, feels like an eternity.
Yep.
But it's recent history. You just won one in the big scheme of things. Florida, it's been 20 years.
Let me ask you this. Obviously, Kalen DeBoer, sometimes it's like a roller coaster with him. Sometimes he looks like, okay, look at our offense, right? And now we're throwing and we're running and gunning. And then sometimes it's like, yeah, we lose at home, get him the hell out of here.
Yes.
Do you think if the Alabama position was open, would Lane Kiffin pick Bama over LSU?
A great question.
Simply because there's a little history there with Bama. And I feel like he grew up at Bama.
I do too. I don't know if that would mean enough for him to leave though. Because I don't think I think LSU can offer. See, that's the thing. I don't know the appeal of going to LSU other than you are practically the most.
You're the hottest ticket in town.
You're
really the only ticket in town.
And so
no one's going to Pelicans games.
That's why I wonder how much of that matters to Lane. Because he's got that in Mississippi. I know it's not the same. Ole Miss is not to Mississippi what LSU is to Louisiana. I'm not making that argument.
Especially we have Mississippi State as well.
Of course. I would never say that. LSU is much bigger than Ole Miss. But at the same time, Lane's it in that state. Lane's it at that university. He wouldn't have to deal with the politics.
Pressure.
And the fact of the matter is LSU can offer financially, NIL, all that stuff, more than pretty much anybody in the country. I don't know how much that matters to Lane. What I will say is this.
I think it matters in recruiting. Though,
it does, and he cares about that for sure.
Got to.
Because he gets this rap as the guy that is able to build in the portal. You do that out of necessity, not by choice. If you ask any coach in college football, I firmly believe they would much rather recruit out of high school.
Sure.
I firmly believe that.
That's the way it's always been done. Absolutely.
But I think there's this prevailing thought that he's just going to apply the same, it is different at Florida.
Do you think that if you take NIL out of it, you think he would go on to Florida then?
That's another good question.
The only kind of questions I ask, sir.
You're saying if it was the same NIL commitment from LSU and Florida?
No, I'm saying if we go back 10 years ago.
Okay.
And once again, take how the teams are doing 10 years ago out of it. I'm just saying if you had the same rules 10 years ago where NIL wasn't really a thing yet and it was based more off of just recruiting high school 5 stars, all this stuff. Do you think then Lane Kiffin would stay in Ole Miss, or would he try to pursue Florida or LSU?
I definitely think he would have been gone.
Yeah.
Because he
just
he
from
would,
the
he just wouldn't
recruiting
have been able to
standpoint.
win at all.
Yep.
And there's even a better chance if it's you can't have one or the other. But if you would have had the no NIL landscape, but you still would have had the divisions and the playoff, he definitely would have gone to Florida because you're going to the East, where at that time Georgia was, the SEC East. Lane at Florida, they would have ran the table every year, whereas you wouldn't have wanted to go to LSU and just play Bama every year and butt your head against him. That's really getting into it. But yeah, I think he wants to recruit out of high school. Hasn't had the opportunity to. I mean, they've still been good out of high school. I don't want to make that argument. But it's going to be interesting, man. I expect it by 2:00 on Sunday, really. After the Egg Bowl, and that 24 hours after that game, I expect the notification for him to go to LSU.
Yeah. All right, man. Fair enough.
That's
Fair
it.
enough. Do you think? Because Stadium Pulse, you have a much better idea of how important this Egg Bowl game is than I do. Do they need to win this game to still get in the playoff, or are they kind of already there for the Egg Bowl?
They can lose.
Okay. But do you think, if Lane Kiffin does indeed go to LSU, what happens then to Ole Miss for the rest of the year?
I think the
interim coach, he's not going to finish the season, is he?
No, he wouldn't. He might want to.
Sure.
But I don't think Ole Miss, again, you can.
That would be a
allow
bad.
that.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let me ask you this, Hamby. If you're the AD, and Lane Kiffin.
I've said, I think we had this conversation. If I'm Keith Carter,
you're saying
I'm not allowing him to stay.
Yeah.
Is it my best chance to win a national title for the first time in I don't know how long? If he stays, absolutely. I'm not dealing with that disrespect. If you want to go, go. I'm not going to allow you to stay and be the savior and then immediately leave.
Yep.
I'll take my chances with Charlie Weiss, my offensive coordinator, who's a big-time up-and-comer as an offensive play caller, or I'll take my chances with Joe Judge as my interim, who's on the staff there, who has NFL experience. We don't need you. If you're gone, you're gone.
Yep.
And we'll see what happens in the playoff. That's what I would say if I'm Keith Carter.
Fair. All right.
All right, when we come back, spreads, wagers,
bets,
final thoughts on the Jags-Titans. Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with their inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
Thanks for meeting me here.
You okay?
You're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion.
Okay.
You see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there?
Yeah.
That's all I paid for it. Do you know what you want?
Yeah.
I think I do.
Enjoy your new car.
Thanks, bye-bye.
Deals so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month, or get 2.99% APR, or get $1,750 bonus cash. Hurry in.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home.
Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Burgers or breakfast, you can get it all at Whataburger. Try something new on the menu or an all-time favorite like the Whataburger Patty Melt. And now you can have breakfast here at Whataburger 12 hours a day, 11 p.m. until 11 a.m. Menu items like the bacon taquito, sausage taquito, honey butter chicken biscuit. Whether you work the late night shift, just want a snack early in the morning to get your day started, or a little pick-me-up late in the morning, 12 hours a day, breakfast served, 11 p.m. until 11 a.m. A dozen locations in Jacksonville. You can order pickup or delivery and download the Whataburger app. New rewards members get free Whataburger items when placing their first online order. Just download the app. And for us coffee drinkers, Whataburger has all new hot coffee and iced coffee too. Satisfy that coffee craving at Whataburger 24/7, and it comes in a variety of flavors. Burgers, breakfast, coffee, and so much more. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
There they are. Hold the cranberries. Hold the stuffing. We got some good sides here.
Ooh.
Some interesting games. Not sure why we have Georgia Tech, Georgia on there when the Egg Bowl's a thing. I guess.
I didn't choose it.
No, I know. Also, really weird seeing Texas A&M called TAMU, even though I get it, but
Yeah, I didn't want to put it all on there.
yeah, I mean maybe there's an A&M, right? But hey,
Yeah.
that's my teammate. He's doing his part. We've been on kind of a roll lately.
Well, that was me that made the graphic.
Oh, okay. Well, that's on you then.
Yep.
Do better.
Quick refresher just for everybody. Sports
we're
Office in
prescient.
first. Austin and Casey have come back from the dead at 36-42 against the spread.
Mm-hmm.
And Brent and I have been going. We haven't had a winning weekend in a month. It's either been 3-3, 2-4, 1-5.
Yep.
So we got to freaking pick it up and ASAP.
Yep.
But anyway.
So we're gonna go with the first game on the slate. I believe and you guys should know this by now. Winners bring it back, right?
That's true.
All right. So we'll lead this off. Now, I don't have Casey's picks. Let me go ahead and check my text messages one more time to see if he got them into me. He did not.
I don't have Brent's.
So this
This
gave
is
me
truly 1v1.
This gave me a little more pressure here, which I don't like. But go ahead and give me Georgia Tech In a rivalry game, you guys are getting 2 touchdowns and some change.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Georgia Tech got embarrassed at home against Pitt. Maybe it's the Jacksonville Jaguars effect a little bit where you get embarrassed. You come out in a game that you feel like you got to win. Give me Georgia Tech with the points.
Yeah, I think in a normal year, this is obviously closer than most. And obviously last year with the 7 overtimes, with 8 overtimes, it's 8, yeah. It's kind of refreshing people. A lot of people are taking Georgia Tech because 14.5 is a lot. However, you guys know what I'm doing, and I'm going to give you one reason why.
Hit me with it.
That's actually not Georgia related, so maybe it'll land on some people. Georgia Tech's season officially pretty much came to a screeching collapse last week. Everything was in front of them, a playoff spot, an ACC championship bid, and then they were down 28-0 to Pitt, and that was it. I mean, they ended up coming back a little bit, and they lost the game. Wasn't even close at the end. It was closer than 28. But that was it, and that's not easy to deal with, especially in this day and age. Your season just came to an end. Now I get it, rivalry, all that stuff, but I'm not sure that they're going to be able to rebound from a game specifically like that in that manner. So give me the Dogs by 17 points, squeak out this spread, and let's go ahead and
game picker upper.
Yeah, it's a game picker upper. That's 11-1 for the Dogs in the regular season.
As the sports, I like the stats. If anybody knows, it's going to be you. Sports Office also took Georgia Tech.
They did.
Yes.
Next game, Texas A&M.
TAMU.
Yes, sir. At Texas, I should say at. My bad. By the way, Georgia at G Tech is technically in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But it's.
That's going to be a Georgia home game. Yeah.
Especially because it's in Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's not in the Bobby Dodd.
Yeah.
Whoever that is.
But, Hamby, you think Georgia Tech, Georgia will be.
It'll be 50-50.
Really?
60-40, baby.
For Georgia?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I think Georgia Tech fans will come out.
Okay.
But yeah. I like Texas. I think Arch Manning's been playing really good football. I think he's a top 10 quarterback in college football right now. Not surprised to me, honestly, that it might take the guy a little bit of time to grasp Sarkisian's offense and grasp as an actual contributor in real life SEC action instead of spot playing last year or whatever the case may be. I'm always going to side with home teams in the SEC, especially in rivalry games, getting plus 2.5. I could easily see us losing this one by 3 or 4 points, but I will take Texas.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Hook'em as well.
Dang.
I know, right? And
I was expecting that.
No, listen, man, I'm so locked into this one where I think it's going to be Texas. Where I even said if you say Texas, I'm not going to go back on it. Yeah, listen, and I've talked about this week by week now. Texas A&M eventually is gonna have one of those games where they kind of fall off a little bit.
And they did
you
last
thought
week.
It was going to be against South Carolina, and they miraculously come back.
Yeah.
I
Texas
think
ain't gonna let that
Texas.
happen.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. Go ahead and give me Texas too, and the Fighting Arches.
Sports Office has A&M.
All right.
So at least we get one there.
Okay.
Then it's the rivalry of rivalries. It's Ohio State minus 10.5 at Michigan. Austin, you're up.
Yeah, go ahead and give me Michigan. To me, when you talk about a rivalry game, and if you look at Michigan's track record in these games where they've been the underdog, they've been done pretty well at the big house. I understand that Ohio State might have the best quarterback in the nation, best wide receiver in the nation, maybe best defender in the nation. Doesn't really matter. When you talk about a rivalry game and the ability for Michigan to run the football like they did last year, I think they can cover 10.5. So go ahead and give me Big Blue to cover.
Yeah, I hate to do it, but I'm on the exact same page. It has nothing to do with me not believing in Ohio State. It's everything with believing in the rivalry. And I'd say Michigan is primed for at home. This is going to be a close one.
Yep.
And they're able to play defense. And this is the same thing with Georgia, Florida. Georgia should have beat them by 3 touchdowns, and there was a sweat, and they won by 4 points late in the fourth quarter. It's just what happens. So, yeah, obviously this means that Ohio State will probably boat race them by 30 points. But I like Michigan as well.
Yeah.
And it's another picker-upper, not between us, unfortunately, but it is on the sports office. They have Ohio State.
All right. I'm curious to see where you go with this game. Maybe you might make this one a picker-upper. What do you got, Hamby?
Yeah, I kind of want to just see what you do and pick the opposite.
I know you do. You really do.
But I'm going to take the Lions at home. If it was 3.5, I might go the other way, but I like them winning by a field goal. Both offenses just have been so clunky, so I think that's even more reason to just ride with the home team in this one. So give me Campbell on a Thanksgiving day. I love the Lions on Thanksgiving, being able to watch them. With my lunch.
Their record isn't the best on Thanksgiving. Just keep in mind.
That's all good.
Yep.
I'll trust Jahmyr Gibbs.
Sure.
Give me the Lions.
Yeah, man. Once again, I had my preconceived talk to myself of what I was gonna do. I don't know what Casey would do here, but I know what I would do. The fact of the matter is, I've said this many times, we're not sure if Josh Jacobs is back yet. Christian Watson coming back helps that Packers offense a little bit, but I do know a couple sure things. I do know that Jahmyr Gibbs is an absolute beast. I do know Jared Goff is pretty dependable, and I do know Amon-Ra St. Brown is the best wide receiver by far in this game. Defenses, Hutchinson, I get it. I get the other side. Micah Parsons, Rashawn Gary, they can cancel each other out on defense. So go ahead and give me what I know more. Give me the Lions at home.
Man.
I know, man. There's your opportunity.
All right, I'm actually this is you first.
Oh, this is me. I'm sorry. My bad.
I wish I could go
so
first.
I mean, I think you know where I'm going to go with this, and I'm really curious to see where you go. I think the Eagles got absolutely embarrassed. I think their fan base is in shambles after that Cowboys game. I think Gatorade coolers were thrown around the locker room after the game. So with that being said, I feel like it's a must-win game for the Eagles to try to reinsert themselves as a team to take seriously in the NFC. It's in Philly. It's against a team in the Bears that I still feel like, even though the record says differently, they're still trying to find their footing just a little bit on offense. Give me the Eagles.
I agree with everything you said.
Yep. But
I'm going to go against it.
Yes.
Just because.
Yep.
This is going to be the game that I think the Eagles are the better team. I think the Bears are slightly fraudulent. They're just due for a poor performance. Like, they just haven't played. They're just due.
Yeah.
It's just the NFL. They're due for a poor performance. I'm just going to hope that they get a backdoor cover and lose by 3 or 4 points. The sports office has the Eagles as well. So I'm going to take this opportunity and try to get up one on both of y'all. We'll take the Bears.
I like it. And then last but not least, Hamby, go ahead and bring us home.
Yeah, last but not least, obviously, y'all know what we're doing here. The Jaguars are 6.5-point favorites. That is the most they've been all year, and rightfully so, playing the Tennessee Titans. It's the Jags. I mean, you got to be able to. If you avoid the pick six or the fumble return for the touchdown, if you avoid the special teams tud, you should win this game by 10 minimum. Give me the Jags.
Listen, this is a big number, and you may not agree with me, for a team that I feel like sometimes plays down to lesser competition. But with that being said, I don't see how Trevor's going to have another 3-interception, 1 fumble type of game. I don't see how the Titans can even put points on you unless you shoot yourselves in the foot and give up big explosive plays to players I've never heard of before. Mm-hmm. I have to go with the Jags here. Yeah.
Okay.
Jags it is, and Sports Office also has the Jags as
They
well.
do.
Yeah.
So we have 2 differences. Tech, Georgia Tech.
Yep.
And Bears, Eagles.
Yep.
We have 5 different from the Sports Office.
Yeah. So
hopefully we can get a swing here.
Well, listen, let's call it like it is. Either you'll be 4 games or closer to us, and we'll be close to the Sports Office, or the Sports Office we might as well just call the game right now then.
And
they might just run away with everything.
Cut them the check.
Cut them the check right now.
I want to ask you, before we go to a break.
Sure.
I want to ask you, what's the best game tomorrow?
NFL purposes.
Everybody's going to be enjoying their feast. That sweet potato cast.
Are there any college games tomorrow I should know about?
No.
Okay. I figured. Okay. Great question.
We got.
Yep.
Let me.
Yeah, hit me with it.
Here's the schedule. You got the Lions, Packers. Actually, that game is at 1 o'clock.
I know, a little early for my liking.
I thought they were normally at noon.
Yeah, maybe. That's a good call. Yeah, it might be. Usually, I think it is a noon game. Because usually by the time I'm at Pete's, like, it's happening. Yeah. Okay.
1 o'clock.
Okay.
You got Chiefs, Cowboys at 4:30. Keep in mind the Chiefs are 6-5. They got a huge win against the Colts. To stay right in the thick of the playoff push and the playoff hunt. But if they lose, obviously they're 6-6, and they put themselves really behind the 8 ball once again. Cowboys are 5-1. If they were to win, they're in it. This is a pivotal game for them.
Sure.
That's at 4:30.
Sure.
You can watch that on CBS 47. You can watch the first game on Fox 30, by the way. And then the last game is the Bengals. Joe Burrow's back against the Ravens. What's the best game?
So, to me, because here's what I think. I think the Chiefs, Cowboys, in terms of what it's going to look like, might be the most entertaining game. But I feel like that's the Chiefs game. I really do. Like, I think the Chiefs got that game. Green Bay, Detroit, I feel like is the game, simply because you have two teams right now that are, well, technically Green Bay's in second because they have the tie, but it's comparable. They're both playing for second place right now in the division behind Chicago. And it's one of the only few divisions, I feel like them and then the NFC West, where you can make an argument and say there's going to be 3 teams that are vying for the top spot in the division right now where it sits. So I think from the entertainment, from a division rivalry, do we dare say? I mean, give me Lions, Packers all day. Don't like how it's in the early slot. Would much rather see it in the middle or the late slot. But to me, it's the Lions and Packers. What do you got?
This is a tough one. I think we've got better games this year than I ever remember.
True.
Because we've gotten like Lions-Giants all the time when both teams have been pretty bad. Like that one just sticks out in my head for whatever reason.
Sure.
Or Lions-Bears, I believe it was last year.
Yep.
Where the Bears were not very good. Yeah, I'm gonna go different. I think the Cowboys-Chiefs might be the best game here.
Okay.
I do think that I've kind of been a fan of the Cowboys this year.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a fan like I hate the Cowboys, but like I think they're better than their record suggests. And no Trey Smith for the Chiefs at guard, and Quinnen Williams. Hey, Quinnen, go do something. You know, I think they'll be able to score. I think it could be a close game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for that one. And then, obviously, Burrow's return, I think, is huge.
Yeah.
Like, the Packers are playing. They're not playing a good enough brand of football for me right now. I get the rivalry, but their offense is a snoozer.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the 6 teams, they have the most snooze offense. Not that I don't like a good defensive battle, but that one doesn't seem as much of its defense as it is. They're just shoot themselves in the foot on offense. They play boring.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day. As far as college football, let me give you the quick rundown. Let me pull this up. So, yeah, you're pretty much clear tomorrow. And then Friday, you got the Egg Bowl at noon. So Black Friday shopping, forget it.
Okay.
Egg Bowl at noon.
Egg Bowl at noon. Okay, I like it.
Georgia Tech, 3:30.
Good nap time.
Okay.
Well, 14.5 point.
No problem.
Okay.
And then 7:30 is A&M Texas. If you need a West Coast 9 o'clocker, you can have Arizona State.
Okay.
And that's pretty much going to wrap up your Saturday. Indiana plays Purdue. Utah plays Kansas. There are 6 games in the top 25.
Yeah. Indiana Purdue is a big rivalry, huh? I
guess.
In state.
I don't know.
Hey, yeah, I guess as well. Because for the longest time, it was like the battle of the mid. And now it's like you have Indiana, who's a powerhouse, and Purdue, well, come on.
Right.
They have a drum.
So that's Friday. And then Saturday, you start with Ohio State, Michigan at noon.
Yep.
You get Miami versus Pitt if you want that also at noon. Oregon, Washington at 3:30. LSU, Oklahoma at 3:30.
Okay.
I love this one this weekend. Vandy at Tennessee at 3:30.
That's a great one. Who would have thought that would have been like a big? I mean, I get that's a rivalry, but actually, when you might tune into.
Yeah, and I'm heavy on Tennessee.
Yeah, you should be.
And then 7:30 is your Alabama Auburn.
Okay.
If you need a 10:30 there, you can have Notre Dame at Stanford.
Okay.
So that's your slate.
Not a bad slate.
It's
Notre Dame,
a great
Stanford,
slate.
huh? Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not mad about Black Friday because Black Friday it's Bears Eagles, the NFL
At 3
game.
o'clock.
Yeah, and that's
same time as Georgia Tech though.
okay. Well, Bears Eagles it is. Sorry, Hamby. I mean, I'll tune in just for the sake of the Thanksgiving spreads here.
I want you to watch one thing.
Yep.
And this is we won't get into this, but if you I want you to watch. I need 15 game minutes of Georgia. Pick
quarter.
I don't care which one.
Can you give me a quarter?
Okay. I need a quarter from you.
I can give you a quarter.
And I want you to tell me if Gunnar Stockton should be in the Heisman
God, here we go. Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
I want you to tell me if he should be in the conversation.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I will give you a quarter. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll probably have the game on, but I'll give you at least a quarter, Hamby. You got it.
I need or you can just pick and choose and give me 3 possessions of undivided attention on Georgia's offense. And then you don't have to watch defense.
Done. Oh, I mean, I know we're probably going to give it the defense. Pretty good defensive line and a secondary. I'm like, that was a long pass they gave up. Wonder why that happened.
Hasn't happened in a while.
Okay,
we'll see.
Just saying. All right,
let's take a break. When we come back, here's the wagers on the weekend. This is the last opportunity.
Stakes could not be higher.
We're actually having a decent month. Everybody's on the board, and some of us have hit multiple bets.
Brent?
I am the only one who has not done the darts yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm $1 behind Austin for second place. We're all trying to avoid Casey. He skipped the show today, so we need him to lose. We'll see what happens. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness, and most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
If you look good, you feel good. And the medical professionals here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics are here to make you feel your best. I'm on camera every week, and I have a confession to make. I'm not always confident in my appearance. Can you see my dark circles? Is my makeup highlighting my fine lines instead of covering them up? I question it all. So when I found out about the wide variety of procedures here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics, I knew help was just one appointment away. Medical Director Dr. Megan Deacon Casey and her board-certified physicians have been using the latest in cutting-edge technology for the last 10 years, giving men and women their personal confidence boost. From Botox, fillers, Morpheus 8, and so much more. The hardest part was figuring out what I needed. Thankfully, the medical team walked me through what would work best for me through a free consultation. Come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University. Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School. Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Tony Mazzio, Sandwood High School, class of 2002.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes,
Oakleaf High School. Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School. Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Here we go.
Here we go. This is the last one of the month.
Last one.
Stakes could not be higher. Still waiting for Casey to pay up his bet. Still waiting for the Casey's Corner on the Me O'Brien Show. Has to give us 3 of those segments. Haven't got one yet. I put my tweets out there. I had to do my punishment. Did it the week of. You know, sometimes it takes a little longer on the show to pay the bets. It is what it is. I'd much rather just get it in, get out, and get on with my life. That's what I did. Now we're on to this up-and-coming batch of new bets that we'll have for the loser. And it's probably been the tightest race so far that we've seen.
Probably.
Yes. Anybody can go out here, Hamby.
Yeah, I think Brent is almost pretty much safe.
He's safe.
At $80 in that middle column if you're looking at your screen in November. Me and you are pretty much neck and neck. $1 separates us. And then Casey at 21, so he's well within striking distance. He needs $32. $32
Yep.
to avoid the darts for the second time.
Now, one would say, could you just play this safe here if it's me or you and just, maybe get $10 here, $10 there and call it a day? Well, I certainly didn't.
I'm gonna go mine first.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go yours.
Okay. I assume you probably played it safe, didn't you?
I have.
Here we go.
Across the board.
Mr. Play It Safe.
Mr. Four different bets here.
I like it. We're not playing it safe, Hamby.
I don't have any that are less than 15.
Degenerate.
Okay, so I'm going on the left. I'm going to NFL spreads.
Yes.
I got the Eagles -2.5.
Yeah.
And if you remember 10 minutes ago, I just picked the Bears to cover +6.5.
Hedging his bets a little bit. Okay.
But I got the Eagles -2.5. I have the Jaguars to win. I have the Seahawks to win by 6 against the Vikings.
Yep.
And the Chargers to beat the Raiders. That's 5 to win 15. That's my safe play.
Okay.
I need that 15 right there to start me.
Out of those games, which one are you the most nervous about, Hamby?
Probably the Eagles.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. Because, once again, if you let pass be the indicator, the Eagles should dominate this game.
Right.
But it's like you get the feeling like is something up with the
Bears
Eagles
are
locker
hot.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I'm going to college. I'm going Georgia Tech. I think this is going to be a little bit lower scoring than in Vegas thinks.
This was an option?
Under 848.5 total offensive yards. I didn't want to take the score, so I took the yards.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know why, but that's what I wanted to do,
I mean,
and it's even odds.
That's a lot, is it not?
That's a lot of yards.
Like we're talking 400 and some yards per team?
Yeah, that's 420
yeah,
yards.
Okay, I like that. That's
especially at even odds. And
Didn't
then
know
I've
that was an
got
option.
Tennessee beating Vandy, Oklahoma
Fair.
beating LSU, which is a heavy favorite, and BYU to beat UCF for a couple more dollars tack on. 5 to win 20 and change.
For a couple of tack, I like it.
Yep. And then I'm going to go Jaguars to win with 3 Jags props.
We're heavy on the Jaguars.
Trevor to throw for 200 yards.
I would hope.
Brent Strange over 31 receiving yards.
Obviously.
And
Safety blanket.
this is my favorite one. I did this as a straight bet in real life dollars last week.
Yep.
And it was Travis Etienne's over-under last week was 51 yards.
Yeah, because you thought maybe Tootin was going to come in and take some reps away.
Which I never thought. And he hit it on
agree
that
with you.
one run, pretty much. He had 48 on that one run in the first quarter.
Sweat-free.
Yeah, so that hit immediately. So I'm going to hit that again. And then I'm finishing off with this hammer.
Degenerate special. I like it.
5 to win 57. What this is every NFL game tomorrow. So this is the spread. This is the over-under and a one prop from 2 of the games.
Sure.
I got the Packers plus 7.5, and I've got the under for the points. Play a little defense. That's 34-23 is.
A lot of people in Vegas have the under, by the way, in that game.
Oh, do they?
I was researching it.
Okay.
Yep.
I've got the over in the Chiefs-Cowboys. Put up some points there. 24.
It is the Cowboys
21
defense.
Covers there. I like the Cowboys plus 10.5. Chiefs can win by a touchdown, no problem.
You should.
And Dak to throw for 225 or more.
Thanksgiving usually goes off.
Mm-hmm. Then I've got the Bengals plus 14.5 in Joe Burrow's return.
Yeah.
But I've got the under because it's not. I don't think this is going to be like 30, 35, 34 like we've seen it in the past.
Yep.
And then underneath, you cannot see it, but I have Yosivas over 30, I think 33 yards.
Is he back? He's healthy again? Because he got hurt last game.
Yeah, because Higgins is not back now.
Yeah,
They're swapping.
yeah.
Now it's Chase
Now
and
it's
Yosivas.
Chase. I like it.
So that's what I've got. That's my big play. That'll be my sweat tomorrow all day. That'll be fun to kick back and watch while I enjoy some.
I like it, man.
Pecan pie.
Now, I'm not going to lie. You have a tendency that when you sprinkle on the same team in your bets, sometimes it doesn't work out well for you.
I did it.
Jaguars were in 2 of those bets.
Oh, they were.
Yes, they were.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's the first thing I noticed, sir. So I'm a little uneasy about that. I'm not going to lie. Don't like that. Not good juju, but
we'll be all right.
You know what? I think we can sleep on the Titans that much where I feel like we'll still be all right, Ham.
Hey, I'm sure they'll clip it.
All right, who do we got next on the
All right,
board
you're
here?
coming up.
I'm coming up?
You are.
All right.
Not sure what order you had these in.
Yeah, it's a little. Well, it goes Thanksgiving.
It's throwing
it
you
goes,
off because you don't have the Friday.
I know, right?
Freak Fest.
I go Thursday, I go Saturday, and then I go Sunday, I believe. Yeah, we'll just go. Well, okay, yeah.
Okay, so the middle was tomorrow.
Middle, yeah. So let's start in the middle here. Let's go with our Thanksgiving feast special.
There you go.
Go ahead and give me the Chiefs -3 to start. I mean, I'd get them out of order here, but Chiefs -3. I think it's a must-win game for them. I think the Dallas defense is exposed. Cool. They can stop the run. Last time I checked, the Chiefs don't run the football anyways, so who really cares? On top, then, let's go Derrick Henry over 79.5 yards rushing.
Get that game.
He needs 15 yards to get a record, to move up a couple, spots on the all-time leading rushing list.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bengals might be the worst team in terms of stopping the run.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll take Derrick Henry over 80 yards, basically. And then Jahmyr Gibbs, When Dan Campbell's calling the plays, hey, Jahmyr Gibbs, go out there and win us the football game.
X.
So and here's the hard thing. I don't know whether you go rushing or you go receiving because they use him both ways. He can take a 5-yard swing out and turn that into a 90-yard gain. So just go ahead and give me the rushing and receiving total prop of 108.5.
Mm.
Then we're going to go with our Saturday special.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and get me in. Listen, rivalry week, wait. Am I right? So let's go Michigan plus 10.5.
Yes.
I just think at home, run the football, play decent defense. You hate Ohio State. Hate them enough to keep it within 10.5 points. Oregon, Washington. At Washington, giant rivalry. If you watch College Game Day, you heard the entire student section during the College Game Day shouting bleep Washington.
They did.
I don't think 6.5 isn't enough. I watched Washington go to Camp Randall in Wisconsin and get beat by the Badgers.
That's fighting Jed Fishes, though.
By a punter. I just think that Oregon's got this pretty easily. And then Ole Miss, I was scared to put just a spread on the straight up spread on this game because Lane Kiffin, will the team be distracted? But I still think they have enough firepower to get the win in Mississippi State. 5 is going to get me 23. Safe bet. And then last but not least, let's go to our Friday/Sunday special. There's a lot of prop bets that aren't available yet on Wednesdays, I saw. Yeah. So let's just go with straight up spreads, which I don't like to do, but we'll do it. Give me the Eagles on Friday. Give me the 49ers minus 4.5 against the Browns. Like, this might be more of an anti-Shadir Sanders bet, but
I like it.
I just think the 49ers got it. And then I feel like the Bills got to win this game after that embarrassing loss to the Texans. So give me the Bills at minus 3.5. 5 is going to net me 32.67. Hopefully one of these hits, and I'll be in the safe context of not having to throw the darts at the dartboard.
Real quick on Shador. A fan or not a fan of the post-game comments? You know, everybody's doubting me, you know, kind of puffing his chest a little bit. But
Going to be honest, I liked it a lot better than I liked J.J. McCarthy.
Really? What did J.J. do?
The whole 9 thing?
Oh, yeah, I know that all three go, but that wasn't
well,
last week.
And in the locker room.
Was it?
Yeah, well, he was in the locker room doing that whole thing. Yeah, I don't mind it, man.
That's kind of his whole gimmick.
But here's the thing with Shadir. You already got a lot of eyes on you, okay? A lot of people in this world are wanting you to fail. When you say things like that in the postgame, and maybe you're being yourself, maybe you're being genuine, that's fine. But if you are being genuine, the genuine you is going to get a lot more unwanted attention unless you can go out there and back it up. So I'm not mad at it, Hamby, as long as he goes out there and back it up.
Okay.
I don't think he'll back it up on this Sunday.
All right, this is our last place contender. Casey needs. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure my math is right because I don't think he did his right. If we go back here, he needs $32.
Yep.
So to me, that would mean every bet I do would be a minimum of $32.
Sure.
Well, on the right, we've got a 5 to win 19. Ole Miss money line against Mississippi State. Tyler Hero to make 2 threes or more. And then a man named Brandon Miller that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
To hit less than 3.5 threes. I don't know whether he plays for the Knicks or the Hornets.
Hey, I don't think it matters. That bet doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That bet does not matter.
No problem.
Well, I mean, unless he needs that one, another one. If we all, I mean.
Well, at that point, then that would have been GG's.
Yeah, it does matter, but like in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Okay.
All right, in the middle, we're gonna go Roma Dunze for Casey to score and the Bears to win, beat the Eagles.
Oof.
It's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
But that's 5. But that's 5 to win 45. And if the Bears win, you would think not all that inconceivable that Odunze scores.
True.
But against Quinion Mitchell, no
yeah.
thanks.
The left makes me nervous.
Yeah, and then on the left, Pickens to score a touchdown.
Makes
Casey
me
loves
nervous.
those any times.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And Lamar to go a rushing touchdown. That is 10 to win 68. That makes me a little nervous.
That one does make me nervous. Bengals' worst rushing team. I mean, the only thing that you have for Lamar Jackson is like he hasn't been himself in terms of running the football.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that one makes me nervous.
So Casey's going to need at least that one on the left or the right or center to hit.
Yep.
To get out of the dart zone.
And last but not least, to put a bow on the show, let's go to the exciting white screen of Brent Martineau.
It is coming very shortly.
Yep, no problem.
If you and I'm expecting a reaction here from you, and I hope you oblige because of one thing.
Real quick, do you, I just saw this got posted. You ever heard of Jake Paul?
Yeah.
Jake Paul gives his 10 most overrated athletes in sports history.
Oh, great. People are not going to get upset about this.
Babe Ruth was number 1.
Oh, my God.
Cristiano Ronaldo, number 2. Ryan Garcia, boxer, number 4.
It's
Conor
just
McGregor's
clickbait.
number 5. Dak Prescott's number 6. Anthony Edwards, number 7. Canelo Alvarez, number 8. Tua Tagovailoa, number 9. Anthony Joshua, number 10. Care to take a guess who number 2 is?
Jake Paul.
Trevor Lawrence. Yep. All right, what do we got?
Yeah, let's just glance right over it.
He put
Babe Ruth.
Trevor Lawrence is in between Cristiano Ronaldo and Babe Ruth.
Let's continue on.
Yeah,
Onward.
let us.
What's your first reaction when you see the screen?
I don't like Brent copying me.
Nope, not that.
Okay. Oh no.
Not that.
Oh no, Brent.
Tell me.
Unless it went to Christmas gifts, which I don't think it did. Somebody's back in the red.
Nobody's in the red.
Somebody hasn't been hitting.
And it ain't me.
Somebody. Oh.
On the left.
The Brent Martineau Degenerate Special.
Gibbs.
Clinging.
Over. Rushing and receiving yards, 114.
Okay.
Kelsey, over 40 receiving yards.
It's an alternate. Okay.
Burrow, over 260.5 in his comeback game.
Yeah.
And then Jonathan Taylor over 64.5. That's 5 to win 32.
Hey, against the Texans though?
Right.
I mean, I get it. But
in the middle, Pittsburgh, which Brent knows nothing about, hosting Miami. He continues to do this with college teams that he doesn't know anything about.
Go 7.5 with it, man.
Yeah, seriously, what? 5 to win 58.
Okay.
I guess he may just thinks they were going to win the game. Arizona State hosting Arizona, money line. Texas. This is a long shot here.
These are a lot of coin flips.
Yeah, Texas to beat Texas A&M, and then Ole Miss is his.
I don't like how he copied me in a lot of this. He's got my Ole Miss pick too.
5 to win 58.
And then this full. Wait, no, hold on, Hamby. You got the.
I might have two.
Okay.
I got. Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, and then he wanted to re-up with Jahmyr Gibbs again.
So the last one. Here we go. Oh, this is the 10-pointer. This is Chiefs Cowboys over 47.5. So I have the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Lions to beat the Packers.
Okay.
Ravens to beat the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Eagles. So this is his Thursday feast.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles to win. That's 10 to win 42.
Okay.
I like that play.
Yeah, I like that too. I mean, hey, it always looks
Too
good
bad
on
we got to
paper.
root for the Bears.
It always looks good on paper. All right, those were our bets and everything. Not even going to comment on the Jake Paul thing.
Yeah, I will comment on this though. We asked you at the beginning of the show, what's your favorite Thanksgiving side? So that's how we're going to end it.
Way to recap, Hamby.
And I'm only going to read one comment, and I appreciate everybody else. If you commented and your name is not read, that's because you gave it a valid answer.
Okay.
I'm going to read the one that's not. Stephen Gehring, appreciate him. He's always in the chat.
Friend of the show.
Seems like a sick guy.
Friend of the show.
Macaroni salad.
We're all good.
Have a great Thanksgiving,
We're all set.
everybody. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Macaroni salad. Yep, we're all set. We're out of here. We're out of here. I have macaroni salad. All right. I don't know what to say. Jake Paul, we'll talk about it on Monday.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness, and most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC, we are professional grade.
If you look good, you feel good, and the medical professionals here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics are here to make you feel your best. I'm on camera every week, and I have a confession to make. I'm not always confident in my appearance. Can you see my dark circles? Is my makeup highlighting my fine lines instead of covering them up? I question it all. So when I found out about the wide variety of procedures here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics, I knew help was just one appointment away. Medical Director Dr. Megan Deacon Casey and her board-certified physicians have been using the latest in cutting-edge technology for the last 10 years, giving men and women their personal confidence boost. From Botox, fillers, Morpheus 8, and so much more. The hardest part was figuring out what I needed. Thankfully, the medical team walked me through what would work best for me through a free consultation. Come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University. Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School. Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Tony Mazzio, Sandwood High School, class of 2002.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School. Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.